And we should be live.
Wow, nobody else has joined.
Well, give him a minute. And Rogue's gonna be pissed because he wasn't supposed to sit here.
Well, normally I thought he would have been in here already.
He is now.
I like to be really late.
You're not fashionably late. You're just
No,
there.
you're actually really early. We all are really early right now. So,
but again, hang on, hold up, Sparky. You showed up first in your Discord thing, and then Ben C showed up afterwards. You then said you were going to start the show. I said lies. Then I looked at what was happening, and I'm going, okay. So he did start the show. So there's a bit of honest in that. So I'm like, okay. Since I'm already somewhat late as it is to show up to said stream, I'll just show up. Yeah, leisurely go over after I berate Wesley.
oh, Brady Wesley.
Oh, he likes doing that first thing. You know that stupid.
Oh God, this
immature childish thing that most people do. I'm first, and even though they may not be the first one to comment. I mean,
it's like Rogue sits there and looks on the channel, even when there's no video stream up or ready to be posted.
I wait. Looks. Yes, realistically, it's kind of funny because on my screen I roll down where the actual chat is because I have the screen very large for the video in question, so I can just see the chat. I don't want to see anything else, just chat. Because I find chat more important. And good evening, Gil.
Yeah.
I find it much more interesting because again, chat is the bread and butter for everybody in some cases, and if you're like, I don't know, someone like Mr. Mediker, Matt Mundane, or Ethan.
I was just gonna talk about that today.
Oh God,
there's still more.
Oh no, there's a lot more. Here's the thing. I just want to point one thing out. Okay, look, the entire time, whenever, because I listened to the whole thing last night before.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Oh no, yeah. Ethan Mouth brought on. Well, it wasn't brought on. I don't know what it was. Anyways, for some reason, Ethan Mouth got on with Mr. Mediker, and Monday Matt, and the entire time Ralph was bitching. Ralph was throwing a fucking fit. He was throwing his double standard hypocrisy bullshit.
Yes.
And do you know what got him to leave?
Matt Monday?
Yeah, do you know
Matt
how?
Monday.
It was Monday Matt.
Do you know how?
No.
Matt asked him to show his flag history.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I remember that. Regardless,
I was gonna go over the. I mean, if you
I wanted to get to the ice of like getting into the crux of this portion.
Okay.
So the item is in question here. So why did the three of them get together to do this beautiful thing? Well, because of the factor that Ralph decided to pitch a bitch on the factor that how dare Mr. Mediker Jim go on a stream and badmouth him because he decided when I say
what
he
was it?
Ralph decided to go to Portugal. Ralph decided to go to fucking Portugal and get his man purse stolen.
Which was like what, $300?
Who cares how much it was worth? He decided to go to fucking Portugal to one up on Andy Worski. So
against a court order.
Yes, of course. So Andy and him have this beef. For whatever reason, they have this beef. And I haven't been paying attention to the drama channels that exist and what beefs that they've been having because, again, I can't stand Andy. I really hate Ralph. And I'm like Jim. I kind of go... I show up when the funds come in. And I laugh about it.
I was gonna ask if you watched it last night. I was like, oh man.
Did.
I was hoping.
First I watched it on the Mediker archivist stream, and then I rewatched it, the last portion of it on Matt's show, his channel. I actually went to his channel and actually wanted to see the rest of the shit show that was. And I'm like going, my God, Matt, you just found something that would strike gold. you yourself, if you decide to go down this route, just to have a weekly, I don't know, sit down and just chew out the fat with whoever, drama related, just a week. It's perfect. And him doing whatever he wants to do on the side is even going to be better because of the factor that the amount of people that showed up is literally 3 times what he'd normally get for a live show.
Is that all like Medicurse fans?
No.
Oh.
I mean, everybody showed up for it. It wasn't just Medicare fans. Medicare fans, the Sweeney Squad is a tight contingent. So you're guaranteed to have people show up. But the moment you hear Mr. Medicare show up for anything, everybody will show up. Like it or not, Jim is a personality beyond a personality. He's had multiple different iterations of himself.
What's
from
Mr.
Jim 81
Medico's,
Jim to whatever internet. Yeah, go ahead.
What's Mr. Medico's Twitter handle?
Currently his Twitter handle is, what is it? We used to be Antibody Billy. Now I believe he's gone into, I don't know if he's doing Kilopedos as his Twitter handle. I know he still uses the Medicare handle every now and then, but I think he's still using Billy, Billy Antibully, for that one. I think he's still using the Billy Antibully, the Antibully Billy, or whatever it is.
Did he have a channel like that?
Yes, he did. All because of the factor that YouTube decided to be, stupid. I mean, YouTube has always been stupid. And it's something else I want to kind of get into because something big happened for a one day loss. Facebook lost up to $300 billion in one day. But
because I watch a bunch of like those streamer, like the IRL streamer, like Facebook channel, like YouTube channel that does like all the Twitch stuff. Mm-hmm. And a couple of them were bitch. I think Amaranth was bitching that she lost $300,000 in stock.
Yeah.
And then I think another one was like, "Oh, I lost $40,000 in Facebook stock."
Oh, we can tell you the reason of why they lost it, but we'll go down there in a bit. But we're getting back to the Mr. Medicare versus Ethan Ralph, and realistically, Ralph himself brought it upon himself by pitching a bitch at the fact
quarantine poof.
Thank you. Right now, quarantine poof. I couldn't remember what he was doing nowadays. I haven't been paying attention to Twitter,
well,
but
I'm tagging all of them in.
Thank you.
This stream. So,
realistically, at the end of the day, Ralph brought it upon himself by being a complete bitch. Now, this is a guy that started off with a really decent career in writing and whatnot, and he progressed into live streaming, and he made a killing doing Jerry Springer shock jock stuff. I mean, he was doing fine. And then all of a sudden, YouTube did what YouTube does best, and he decided to go around to all these different little places. But each time he gets a snippet of success, he ends up going in a completely opposite direction.
I remember the Killstream was big on YouTube.
Time out. That's actually a revelation about this whole thing. Apparently, more to that story about him going to Portugal and getting, his man stolen, got revealed. He was never robbed. He just got the shit beat out of him.
Nice. Even better.
4 by 4 people in an alleyway or something like that.
Yeah, but still, the illusion was, again, where did we get that information of his purse being stolen? Who gave that information?
Ralph.
That was probably from him.
Ralph, right? From him. So go ahead.
Wasn't like Dick Masterson supposed to go with them, except for he got a broken leg or something?
And Slicky Dick said, "Yeah, no, I'm not going."
Oh, okay. I thought I heard a broken leg was the reason why.
Oh, he came up with as many excuses. If he had to break his own fucking leg to do it, he would have.
Oh, I remember now. I was watching a COG stream. I was watching a COG stream when they talked about it after the whole beating thing, and
yes. Yeah. Thank you, Wesley, for the reminder. But yeah, no, honestly,
I actually looked on Matt Drawbridge.
No. Yeah, that would make sense to go there because, like I said, I couldn't remember what he was doing. I don't pay attention to Twitter half the time. I have an account, but I I barely use it most of the time.
I want to see how fast I get blocked by Ralph again, because I've already been blocked by Ralph like 2 different times.
Oh, come on, it's easy to get blocked by Ralph. Nowadays, you just have to shake a bottle of pills. Pretty much.
Just message him to ask why not on the next stream remove your glasses so we can see how bad you got beaten.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, well, here's the other thing. I have I agree with Medicare. We should have a degree of concerns with Ethan Ralph on the basis how he keeps going from very great successes to a shambles of himself based off of his drinking, his drug abuse, or whatever.
Spiraling down.
Yes. And it doesn't help that he also has, some degree of concussion.
And doesn't he also have like 2 kids or something like that? One with Faith and one with the. Isn't like the girl that he's with now?
Yeah. Apparently he's got 2 kids. I'm as shocked as everybody else. But hey, this is a guy that needs to kind of grow up, and I wish him the best of luck on that one. But unfortunately, I don't see it. He's turned around to try to do a complete burn everything down to the ground motif. He's pretty much burnt his bridge with Gator. He's killed whatever relationship he had with Zidane. Anybody else who was part of the kill stream pretty much hates him.
I've got the popcorn and the marshmallows.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Those 2 were like with him from like almost the beginning, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Of the kill stream. They were with him for a long time.
Yes.
And look, you know what?
Wesley, the only reason why he beats you in kids is because somewhere on the line, the ladies like the money, and the money gives you the power, and the power gives you the ladies. So,
except it just makes his guts bigger.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, Caesar always failed.
It's like the Blob.
Yes,
it's like the Blob.
Yeah.
It
sucks everything.
Yes. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. And like I said, Ethan started off pretty well. Yes, Gamergate kind of made him larger than life. He was able to hop stomp with some of the average YouTubers and streamers back in the day. Hell, so did Monday Matt. And then it just kind of, after Gamergate died off, everybody kind of spiraled into their own different shenanigans. And the only one that seems to be, going away, coming back, as per usual, is Jim.
Yeah.
Well, when he can. I mean, he is fighting cancer, autoimmune.
No, and again, I wish him the best of luck on that one. If he survives, great. If he doesn't, well, it was a great run.
Yeah, he gave us a lot of good content.
Yes, great run. We have a lot of your back catalog somewhere. We've got huge archives of you, and you'll never be truly forgotten from the internet. So
yeah,
there is that. I mean, generations will probably still be talking about him. The way how he's created, just a degree of being logical and an assessment, and then having fun while doing it.
Yeah. I'm still surprised that they went on Matt Mundane's show. I mean, those 2 make on him really good.
Well, wait, time out. So I don't even think it. I think Ralph found out later on that Monday Matt was streaming. Apparently, it was multi-streamed. I think on 3 different places.
Well, yeah.
Oh, really?
No, but at the end of the day, no. Monday Matt was selected to be the arbiter between the 2, the complaintives, the neutral party. Because realistically, yeah. Matt doesn't like Ralph. He doesn't like Medicare. Who better to have as a neutral party member? I don't like either one of you. So, so whoever came up with the idea, brilliant idea going forward, very successful on Matt's end by allowing things to air out and to continue. He did jump in on a few different things when Ralph decided to drop his that and his end vernaculars. Yeah, he kind of went. He did something of the basic no-nos, and yeah, bad enough that he wussed out like a fucking bitch at the end of it. instead of showing the case that he's as guilty as flagging everybody else who's dares to use his shit or questions his narrative, just like Mundane Matt did.
Yeah, I will say this much right now. I don't care. I don't blame Mundane Matt for flagging people. It is what it is. It's a feature on fucking YouTube.
The only thing,
don't abuse it.
The only thing I questioned and will argue against that is the factor that he lied about it. He comes out and lies that he's never flagged anybody, and then you find out that he's flagged a shit ton of people. If you're gonna flag, and he's also been on a live stream with all the parties in question, including Ralph, was again a Killstream, if I remember correctly, and said that I'm an innocent party. There's other people doing it who are trolling the thing, so I don't know why. Please stop it. Bullshit lies. If he didn't do that and just was honest when he said he's honest about flagging people, just say, I flagged you.
I flag people if I feel like that it really does go over the line.
No, again,
that's honesty for me.
Yeah.
I'll flag people and I'll block people. And
No,
I'll
again,
block fucking people if I think he goes over the fucking line.
I don't have a problem with it. I just have a problem with you lying about it by excluding the honest factor. Like, go for it. If it's part of a feature within a YouTube or within any social media platform that exists, private business has this feature for a reason. If you use it, great. Be honest about it if somebody questions you. Don't lie.
How Ralph treats things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Well, so we pretty much know the anti-Ralph tactic. We know if Ralph is coming at you and you don't know what to do, there's one or two things you can do. Hey, show your flag history or
Shake a pill bottle. That's it. Hell, fuck, doesn't have to be a pill bottle, really.
now.
Ralphie.
And here's the way it goes. Here's the way it goes. Also, I don't care if people want to shit on each other on the internet. I don't care if people want to go at each other on the internet, to each other's throats, or anything like that. But there's a certain line. There's a certain line for me you don't cross. And I'm not going to say any one of these people have crossed it. I'm not going to say any one of these people haven't crossed it. There's no telling what any of them's done in the back catalogs that nobody can see. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
However, for the shit that can be seen, and when it comes to Matt Jarbo, okay, he flagged people. I don't give a fuck. If that's the only thing you got on him, move the fuck on. I don't like Matt. I hate Matt. I especially hate Matt because of his fucking political views and shit like that. It's like, well, me and him's gone at each other on Twitter a couple times, like a long
Yeah,
time.
no, and again...
Let's see. We went at each other for, what was it? Kyle Rittenhouse, and we also ran at each other because of Biden and Trump and all that good shit. So
sure, political discourse is political discourse.
It's like it's whatever on that one. Medica, I don't like Medica for a number of different reasons. One, the question of doxing, whether he has or hasn't, it's been thrown out there. I myself haven't seen proof.
He's never doxed anybody.
Well, I know that, and whenever I was up at Tonka server, whenever I was still able to see it. I heard about it all the time. Oh, he did this, he did that. It's like, where? Well, here and there, but it's not up anymore. You expect me to believe you when you have no proof. And that's the thing. It's like, nobody's shown me. There's a lot of people who says he's done it, but it's like,
show me the receipt.
Proof is in the pudding. I need the pudding to know it's true. So it's like, okay, you can't show me. I'm going to just go ahead and
no, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. It's the same argument that has been conflated. Even with the throwdown between Medicare and Ralph. Ralph had a lot of different counters and ideas, and he had no receipts to go with them. Yeah, and unfortunately, you need receipts. For me, you need proof. Yes. You can't prove it. It's like, shut the fuck up. I mean, look, we can prove that Mundane Matt fucked up. We have the receipts. We prove that Tonka fucked up. We have the receipts. Hey, we prove that Ralph fucked up. We have receipts. Those who have done some very questionable things tend to kind of evade their receipts, but they're visible to everybody. And somebody like Medicare or hell, you can go down the road of anybody who's probably have done a couple of shady things but don't have visual proof of it. Kind of go, show me your receipts. Where did I do this in front of everybody?
Yeah, but let me finish one because I'm getting to all three of them. But it's like, and there's a couple other things that Medical's done that I've not really agreed with. I do think he does take a kind of a double standard route himself at times.
Journalist.
I'm just putting it out there.
No,
I mean,
I get it.
And you may have talked with each other about Miss Medical. I like him a lot better than I do Matt, but he also is like, okay, over in the corner is like, yeah, all right. He's interesting to talk to. He's interesting when he's rounding up at people, but it's like a lot of his points and stuff like that. It's like, yeah. Well, it's I think the double standard. So
yeah, no, that is.
But when it comes down to Ralph, yeah, he's just a scumbag.
You can expect it from Ralph.
And he's just a scumbag.
Yeah.
Ralph is literally just and I sit down and watch the whole entire thing with like him and Faith and him Disco and stuff like that. It's like, okay, he wants to blame other people for people fucking with him in his life personally. Dude, you posted a fucking sex video of you and Faith.
Yeah.
Yep.
You did that. You want to blame people for coming by your house. Dude, you let your own information slip out because you want to be all big and bad. Oh, I'm not afraid of you. Yeah. That's on you. Dude, you're complaining about everyone coming at you at all sides on the internet. Don't be a fucking asshole to everyone and go burned, scorched off on everyone. And that won't happen. Dude, this is all on you.
Take ownership. Yeah. That's all anybody who's going to say. It's take ownership at the end of the day. You fucked up. You fucked up. Move on.
Dude, it's just, I've never seen such a little bitch in my life. Well,
unfortunately, I have. I've been in and out with the whole...
I've never seen such a big bitch in my life.
Yes. I would agree. I totally agree with that one as well. But no, I've seen a few, and unfortunately, Ralph kind of takes the cake and not only eats it, but wallows in it. And yeah, so he's the biggest mind fuck of a pig that anybody's seen so far on the internet. I mean, there's been others, but he's one of the biggest.
Well, big rage pig.
Yes,
he puts Puma to shame.
Well, yeah, fuck. Hell, he also puts that other one, H2H2's, that was it, Ethan Klein, or whatever.
Oh god, Ethan's a fuckhead.
Yes, I know. It's just... jeez, it almost feels like anybody named Ethan, you have to be careful.
Alright, look, and I'll say this much for, like, Ethan. Look, I know he probably does. I know he doesn't like Joe Rogan. Me myself, yeah, I kind of like some of Joe Rogan's takes. He's a little bit out there. He's a little edgy at times, stuff like that. But look, if you want to give health advice, go to a fucking gym first.
Yeah, because unfortunately for everybody else, Joe Rogan involved with MMA, not as just a vocal announcer or commentator. He also has gone to a lot of these gyms and that. And
if you want to be dishonest about showing pictures, this is what Joe Rogan looks like. Make sure the current pictures, not pictures he posted before and after.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is pretty stacked, unfortunately, my friends.
Yeah.
He's gotten better as he's gotten older. If you got younger version of Joe Rogan, I can see yes, but older Joe Rogan, oof.
Yeah. But it's like this. The only thing I'm gonna credit H3H3 for is winning that lawsuit that they had against Matt Haas. That's it. That's the only good thing that he has ever done, ever will do. And as far as this lawsuit right now, I wish him the best of luck. I will admit that is entirely bullshit. But I'll also say this much too: he brought all that on himself too.
Right.
So
at the end of the day, it would be a jury decision or whatever decision at the end of it.
oh, he has a good chance of winning. He really does.
No, again,
But I'm not gonna feel sorry for how much money he's got to spend for it because I mean the dude won't shut up.
of course, that's the problem.
He has the fupa.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, well, he fooped himself in a hole.
Yeah, that's a problem.
What?
Look, if you, anytime that you guys, yeah, this is a free advice from a person who's not really an attorney but has dealt with a lot of different attorneys. Anytime you get in any form of questionable elements, whether it be criminal, civil, or whatever,
Shut the
fuck
up.
up. Let your attorney do the work for you.
I think we said the same thing for like Vic Mignogna. We said the same thing for we said it multiple times for Ethan.
Yeah.
We said the same thing for Saga. Guess what? So we were out there fucking trying to help Aquila. Aquila, shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
It's like you're not helping yourself. Oh, white supremacist right? So, okay.
Okay, yeah, walk away.
We've seen how that one played out.
Mm-hmm. Look,
Yeah,
I like to give people a fighting chance, no matter whether they're right or wrong. But yeah, the moment they start opening up their games, ooh, yeah, they should.
Like for me, for instance, back whenever I was dealing with Camiso's GmbH, yeah, maybe I should have shut the fuck up, but it was for the simple fact I knew it was fucking fake.
Well, here's the thing. Did you go to litigation?
I wanted to.
You wanted to, but you never walked yourself into litigation. So at that time frame, hey, whatever the fuck you want. But the moment you go to litigation, and the moment you have a fucking lawyer,
you shut up.
Yeah, that's it. Simple. Easy.
That Aquila, that's the Sargon thing?
There's two things.
Yeah.
There's two things for any kind of... Actually, there's two things for any litigation. One, you shut the fuck up. Two, don't piss off the judge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty simple. Easy breezy.
Like with the Edgewood case.
Mm-hmm.
You don't... And I know it wasn't the defendant that did it. It was the defendant's dumb-ass fucking activist lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't call the fucking judge a fucking a racist right before the fucking case.
And the other third thing, well, actually, should be the first thing in question. When it comes back down to if you're going to get yourself a lawyer, make sure the lawyer is not politically motivated to the most outrageous levels. There's a degree of political motivations here. There, everybody has some degree of political motivations going through their lives. Some greater or lesser than others. But if you hire a person who's extremely left or extremely right, you're fucked. They have to be impartial, somewhat down the middle, and have a good win count versus a complete loss count. And you can find out. Yeah, you have to shop around, but unfortunately, kind of hard to shop around to find a perfect lawyer. It is very difficult. Yes. I mean, Nick Ricada is a proof in the pudding on that one. Oof. His lawyer selection. Oof. Anywho. But yeah, no. I wasn't shocked that Ralph decided to do what he did, because again, that's always been a thing that Ralph does. Never changes through the amount of years he's been around. He's always had this high point, and then crash and burn, and then blame everybody for it. Burns everything down to the ground. Starts over from his ashes, gets to a high point, and then crashes down to the ground. Blames everybody, and it's just rinse and repeat.
Yeah. So who wants to watch some highlights of that?
I don't mind. You can do as many highlights as you want. Your fucking show.
All right. Let me look for it. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I'm looking for this.
Sure, no problem. Getting past that and getting into the other thing I pointed out that thought was kind of hilarious. Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook has lost $300 billion. How did they do that in a day? You might ask.
Yeah.
Metaverse.
Oh, being changed the names.
Yeah, going down a thing that no one really wants to go down to. And again, proof is in the pudding of why NFTs will fail miserably. Because they're miserable. They're just miserable, simply miserable. Borrowed a quote from somebody there. Don't know who I borrowed that quote from. But yeah, NFTs and microtransactions within a cyberspace is not going to go well.
Okay.
Well, I mean, look, cryptocurrency. Do you have any cryptocurrency?
No.
Okay. Did you want cryptocurrency?
Not right now.
No one wants cryptocurrency. Even the people who have it are bailing out of it. Why? Because it's not profitable anymore. I mean, give it another few years or so, then you'll have a turnaround on it because there's always going to be high and low points within the cryptocurrency universe. But yeah, forcing NFTs on every consumer who's not interested, it's a bad move. Bad move.
All
So
right.
yeah, it's well, Disney's doing it. Which they're trying to create their own metaverse. Not working out very well for them. It's actually costing more money. Hell, the streaming services cost them a pretty penny. You have the stupid monkey thing that's out there by the celebrities. That's not going very well either. And apparently we're being showcased of the highlights of the
Well,
bowl.
it's not the highlights, but it's I don't I don't have any way of actually just there's not a lot of clips out there yet, so this the entire thing. We'll skip across this. We need to go. Ben, if you want to join in.
Sure. We get to it.
Okay. Well, while that's doing that, let me move this one over here and then bring this up. That way I can see the chat. Okay, here we go.
You're fucking flagging history.
You can do it mobile. It's great. I mean, I don't have a contract with them, but I do enjoy the service. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's in the back room right now. Let's bring him in. So remember, we're going to keep this above the belt as much as humanly possible, but it might go full bore. I don't know. Ethan and Ralph with the Killstream. How's it going?
Well, surreal doesn't even begin to describe it, Matt. But here we are.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
Monday.
a little on the shock side too. That's why I'm kind of like, all right, let's just let's see what happens tonight.
Why not?
Do you think Monday wanted to do this?
Go, Matt?
Oh yeah, we're good to go. So again, like I said, we'll keep the rules. I mean, I know things.
Honestly,
get heated,
at the end of the day, it depends on how it was presented to him.
This at the top. There's certain things, obviously, I don't know. Where Medicare wants to go with his commentary, but there's certain things I have legal, considerations.
Yeah, but you never considered that with anyone else before, Ralph. So don't standard bullshit.
Yeah, no, that's normal for Ralph.
Put that out up front.
Sure. No, and I'd already said that where we'll leave those kind of elements behind.
And I'm fine with what the Rage Pig is saying.
Okay.
And he can talk about anything.
Do I seem upset, old man?
You've been upset for the last week.
You think so? Do I seem upset? You seem upset.
You just cried for 2 hours on Twitter begging me to come so you could suck my dick. You're here now. Open your mouth.
No, I'm not saying.
Come on, say
You've always been a loser.
Daddy Jim.
You've always been a loser.
Daddy Jim.
You've always been a loser, faggot.
But I look like Jake Gyllenhaal with those farmer muscles, don't I?
You changed your name.
Oh, he's so sexy. Can you do the ode to Jim again?
Name, faggot? Why'd you change your birth name, huh?
You really think that's a huge thing, man?
Yeah,
like, you've been going on about that.
Because you can't fucking own what you did in life.
Ralph, if it was such a huge deal, Ralph,
yeah,
why wouldn't I have done it in a state that hides it?
Your name.
Ralph, if it was such a huge deal, why would I have not gone to a state that lets you hide it? Just like
that is a great question there.
Oh, my daddy? Oh, not my daddy, not my Ronnie.
Look at the bitch call other people a bitch.
Well, let's pause for a few minutes here since you have the control over that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's dissect this here. So now they've got the information that Jim changed his name. Okay, congratulations. But if you wanted to keep that hidden, there's ways of doing it. I know Jim points it out in the stream, but legally there are ways of doing it. You can actually hide all the changes, and the only people who would actually know is your government, and that's it.
Can you steal it?
You could probably
Well,
steal.
Well, alright, so technically, even if you do legally change your name, legally there's still ties from your old name to your new name. You cannot get rid of those, no matter what you do. So, really, changing your name does absolutely nothing. Yeah, for the general public, yeah, they won't know. But it's the exact same thing that, okay, you can do this, or what Rogue's talking about. It doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, the government needs to know who you are, and the government is the only one that would have access to all that information. Now, he decided to do it in a more jurisdictional kind of way, so it's just a judge saying, yeah, you can change your name, and then you legally are binded to tell everybody what your previous name is and what your current name is, especially for legal matters, for job, for employers, or for collecting any form of social insurances or whatnot. So those are for the businesses, but for the average common idiot out there, they don't need to know this.
Yeah.
So
for the average...
Ethan here found out through most likely Kiwi Farms, as usual, because Kiwi Farms is the go-to shop for information. They are the dastard, evil diggers of the internet. And you can hire them on a dime, or you can get it for free by looking at whatever they have that's available on their postings.
Yeah,
always find a digger.
And for all the idiots out there that think that changing your name will get you out of any obligation, actually, I think Tonka is the one that said this best. If you think that changing your name is going to get you out of a contract that you have signed, you're a fucking idiot.
Correct. Any form of criminal or legal obligations going forward that you've had, you are still liable for going forward. Like I said before, the only people that will be non-affected by it is the average pleb, the average individual, the normie, the everyday person that you're talking to. That's it. Otherwise, legally speaking, you're held to the highest accountability by law.
Anything legally, yeah, anything legally, anything with the state, anything with the country, anything to do with jobs, anything to do with money, finances, credit, anything like that, applications. It doesn't matter if you change your name or not. You actually are required to let that information be known, because if you do try to do that, then that can come back onto you for not only perjury, because a lot of those are like contractual obligations. Not only will it come back onto you for perjury, but it will come back onto you for fraud. So
correct, and yes, there are underhanded ways of doing it. There's shell companies and that there's underground ways of doing it. You can go to the black market, get a name change pretty easy. Problem is now you're going to a criminal element, which becomes more of a legal standard of fraud, as pointed out. So you can have some serious jail time if found out.
Yeah. So Ralph here is just showing his own ineptness and.
Of course.
You know,
that again,
the knowledge he has of the law that's helped him out so wisely, and that's why he's losing his legal battle with and all that against that shit.
Now, my other point of contingent here is that we can totally see, and there's something that I know Mundane Matt will actually point out, Matt Jarbo will actually point out later down the stream, is the factor that Ralph, you can totally feel that through his actions, his bantering, going back and forth between him and Medicare, him and Jim, that is more like a father and son kind of thing. He's disappointed that the person that he looked up to isn't what he actually envisioned as an idol. So this is a problem when it comes down to somebody idolizing Jim. Jim has already stated on many different streams and on many different accounts that he is not your friend on the internet.
No, he actually reiterates that in this one. And it's like,
I know.
Oh no, that bolt stops. We're not friends. There's no such things as friends on the internet.
It's very if you personally go to that person and spend some quality time with them outside of the internet space, then yeah, you can say that you're friendly or friends. But if you've never taken that quality time to actually do so, go to barbecues and have, an actual sit down without having a computer in front of you, then yeah, it's kind of questionable that you're friends.
So him and Warski are best friends then, between him and Ralph.
Yes, because again, they spent more time outside of, so they're now frenemies.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gator, same thing with Zidane, and whoever that had the luxury of spending some physical quality time with Ralph. They became friends, acquaintances. So yes. So now you have this particular person here, the Rage Pig himself, who has pretty much cut all ties to these people, and is threatening their lives in some way.
Their livelihoods, yeah. Now, I'm going to continue on with this. So
yeah, go ahead.
Joe, they're not going to change their name.
Watch what show? Ralph, you have no audience. Your audience is dead. It's gone.
Yeah, okay.
What audience? What
your
show?
life will be here in about 5 years, cancer patient, nigger. Fuck you.
Whoa. Okay.
There we go.
Hold on.
Big boy words.
Let's keep the gamer words to a minimum for the time being.
Ralph,
I like that with gamer words. Yes.
N-bomb seems like you're a little upset.
Oh, you've never dropped an N-bomb, you fucking loser.
You seem to be the one getting pretty riled up here.
Fool here.
I thought you were nice and calm.
Who are you trying to fool? Do you think I'm going to
give you a lot of pills from the beatdown in Portugal?
I'm going to back down from you? Do you think I'm going to back down from you? Your old fucking greasy slut and take her around back too, you fucking motherfucker. Do you think I give a fuck?
You seem so
I'm
mad.
not like Gator. I'm not like Flamenco. I'm not going to bow down
to
you,
bitch.
3 times there's
Yeah,
I'm not going to bow down to
you.
Oh, you're going to wheel yourself down the block? You're talking about people's sizes? You can't even walk outside your fucking house, motherfucker.
All right, I'm gonna pause this. So throughout this whole conversation, and I sit down there and listened to it from start to end last night when I was in bed getting ready to go to bed. But it's like the entire time, Medica has got this calm, constant tone to his voice. He does not get excited. He does not get elevated. It's just calm and just throws out insults, while Ralph down here is like
no, true. But if you take something like Medicare has been around the block a lot of times, and he's also showed a lot of his creds to a degree. It feels like Medicare has had a little bit of debating in his past that he's done. Definitely, he's taking communication, so he's got the ability to keep a degree of emotions down to a certain level. Hell, you can also look at Jordan Peterson, like him or not. He's got a degree of calmness when he does a presentation. He doesn't get flustered very easy. He keeps it as monotone as possible. The moment you go to a rage level, you go higher than the actual person. Everybody within that room or within earshot will say that you are the aggressor, the one that's brought up the tone. It's the same thing with any form of tactical communication in security or police force or even in the military, any form of services in general. You don't want to go and amplify a situation that may be at a 1 to amplify it automatically to 11. You want to kind of keep it at a 1 if you can possibly keep it at a 1.
Well, that's kind of like what happened to me last week on Stream. I called. They're not even mentioning, but I called somebody a cunt on the stream because they were acting like a cunt. Well, you're getting so outrageous, and, you're getting so fucking flustered, and you're getting pissed. Like, how am I getting pissed? I'm just simply calling you a cunt. It's like, okay, whatever. Anyways, continue on.
Fucker, you fucking pitiful.
And you can't walk down the streets of Portugal.
Okay, well, when I show up to your hometown and I'm a
block, you can see the bruising in his eye in that corner.
Bitch.
You'll just hear pig noises.
Oh, because you can't fucking move.
You'll hear squeak across the sky.
Fucking block of bullshit with COVID.
Actually, hold up. I know it's later in this particular rant or whatever, but I forget where it is. But I know that Ethan mentions the factor that people are showing up at his house
and throwing shit on his fucking front.
No, not
being
just
corn cobs.
Yes, that's right. Corn cobs at his door, and I'm like, going, wait, what?
It's like, and it's like, oh, people show up at my house throwing shit. It's like, say it right, they're throwing corn cobs down because you had to rage pick at the internet. You did that to yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not cool. It's not cool that people are doing that, but it's like, dude, you also brought it upon yourself, so it's like, I can't say I'm sorry for you.
I look at the end of the day, I'm like, well, you brought it on yourself, yes. Is it cool that they're showing up here at your house and leaving garbage? Yeah, not really, but unfortunately, you're unlikable.
They're gonna keep doing it when this guy keeps doing this shit because it
he's
gets
an
a
unlikable
response.
fuck. Yes, and again, and he'll go on air and he'll rant about it, and the people who are listening to it are going to get their shits and giggles because of the factor that, hey, I turned up on Mr. Jenkins' lawn with the dog shit rolled up in a newspaper bag, and I lit it on fire, and he went out and just stomped on it with his bare foot, and guy's got shit on the foot.
All right, and just so I can, in case because I know how this little rage pig here likes to do stuff. In case he does come across this stream, he goes, "Oh, yeah, perpetuate." No, dude, don't go to Ralph's house. Don't go to Matt's house. Don't go to fucking Medica's house. Don't fucking do that shit. It's not cool. I'm not gonna condone it either. But like I said, I'm also not gonna say I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks because you did it to yourself.
Look, for me, rogue Canadian, I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You do you. At the end of the day, just be safe when you do it.
Don't blame other people for other people doing shit to you. Because,
yeah, I mean, just be safe.
They want to laugh like we are.
Yeah, no. Just be safe if you're going to do it because you never know. Some big autistic child with fake teeth might show up with a gun and try to shoot you with it.
Oh,
you never know.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'll shoot you. I'll be honest about that. You will be shot.
So I can't. Like I said, I'm leaving it there. Anyways,
fuck you. You were talking about me, weren't you?
Are you fat and autistic with fake teeth? You have fake teeth.
I have fake teeth.
You're not autistic. I was kind of referring to a certain boogie.
I'm not gonna invite people to my house and then do that shit. It's like, no, I know. I'm telling you, do not come to my house.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it safely. You do you. Just don't be surprised if a giant fat man with fake teeth comes out trying to shoot you with his gun.
All right, let's continue on.
What? Oh, you don't want to say shit about it, huh? You want to make fun of
I'll listen. Say what? Go ahead, ask me again.
Some fucker will sneeze on you and you'll fucking die, you fucking coward.
No, you gotta back it up. Say what again? Go ahead, I'll let you speak and answer. What I answer for?
Yeah, COVID.
Put the liquor down, fat ass.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Did you see the liquor leap out of the glass trying to get away from your gullet?
Yes, I did see that.
I know you can't run. That's why you got beat down by 4 Portuguese men.
Anonymous, fake, faggot Jim Augustine who changed his name to get away from everything he ever did.
God, how drunk and dumb are you? Say it with me.
Well, hold up. Can we pause there for a moment? Okay, so are we conflating the factor that his last name has changed? He decided to go with a last name change.
All right.
Okay.
Well, and here's another question because I do. He did get married recently, right?
Yeah. Okay. Here's the beautiful
did he take the girl's last name? Because that is perfectly legal to do.
I know. Here's the beautiful thing. I had an English teacher. Mr. Peacock, who we found out, the children found out that he changed his name. His last name is not legally Peacock, because he was being kind of made fun of the factor that his last name was Peacock. Do you want to know what his actual last name was?
What? Flamingo?
No, even worse. Glass cock.
Okay, I see it.
So there you go. So Jim decided to go with a different route. Augustine's kind of a weird last name, and if you want to be more Americanized, you're gonna or whatever, you're gonna go with whatever it's legally acceptable. Hell, some cases it's a business move.
Yep.
And another case, if you have a teacher and you're dealing with students who are roughly within their tweens to early teens, you kind of go, what's the most logical way to prevent me from being haunted with my last name? Oh, I'll take my wife's last name.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of like too. It's like if you're unfortunate enough to get like Hitler's last name and your last name's Hitler, it's like it's like I wouldn't blame you.
So look, whatever the reason of why Jim decided to go with that particular last name change, and again, last name,
Who cares?
all on him. Who cares? Move on. It didn't change him as a person.
He's still here, fucking dunking on the Rage Pig. So I mean,
all of them, whether if you like them or not, fans of them or not. So continue.
You bitch.
Greasy
Ralph,
Korean. Come on. You fake being religious. You should be able to say this particular name.
Nobody gives a fuck. You want to talk over me? You can do it all day. Like I said,
Are you a fixin' to holla, Ralph?
What? You won't let me talk. So why won't I?
Come on, holla.
Why won't I, bitch? Why won't I, bitch? Like you're so fucking silly. Like you're so.
The only one who can't talk here is Medico.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out. It's like, the only one that can't talk here is Medico because Ralph has gone off the proverbial deep end.
This is the problem when it comes down to debating Ralph at any given time. The moment Ralph gets anything in his craw, he just continues to attack and attack and attack and attack.
Even though
then
though it's like a war that's bouncing around on the fucking ground, it's just like
he's like the barking dog. He just continuously barks to a certain point.
He's like a chihuahua. Very, 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 very round, fat, obese chihuahua.
I was going to say somewhere close to like a French bulldog because they're pretty obese and round. Some people find them cute for whatever reason, but they're an ugly fucking dog.
Okay, let's continue.
Fucking silly.
Ralph, please holler for me. Give me this southern holler.
Holler for me. A cancer patient who can't even leave his fucking house, who thinks he has some anime babe who's like fucking 200 pounds. You're a fucking joke. Your cam whore girlfriend is a fucking joke, and your whole life is a fucking.
How heavy was Faith?
I'm not even gonna go there.
I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Look. Sometimes people like the fat bottom girls. I mean, Wesley can contest to that. Others not so much.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone's race.
No.
I'm not trying to make personal attacks, but I just want to sit here and point out. Look, if you're going to try to go after somebody for that, maybe you shouldn't have uploaded a certain fucking sex video.
No, I get it. Again, pot and kettle. The argument between the pot and kettle. I mean, really, both are cast iron.
Yeah. So I mean, that's all I want to say to that one. Is like, not a good look, man. Not a good look, man.
Of course, you love them thick women.
Ralph, can I ask you a question? I've always been genuinely curious about this.
Truth. Fuck you.
Oh God.
Oh, you don't like questions?
No, give me a question if you want one. I'll ask you a question. Why did you change your name, faggot?
Because I felt like it.
Oh, is that why? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's why. What was your motivation? Oh, you just felt like changing your name?
Ralph, if the job...
Why did you change your name, faggot?
Are you done asking the question, pig?
Faggot, are you going to answer it?
I'm trying to, but a hog won't stop.
Yeah, hold on. Let him answer.
Won't let him tell the truth.
There we go. First time second time Matt jumped in on this one.
Anyway, listen. Okay, so you want to know why Jim changed his name? That's what you're asking.
He changed the name that he was born with because he's afraid of the things he said on the internet, even though everybody knows where he lives. I can roll up to his house tomorrow if I'd like that. By the way, he thought it was funny when people came up to my he thought it was funny when people came to my house.
Where did I say that, Ralph? Point me to it.
Fucking joke. Fuck you, fucker. You know what you did. You co-signed that fucking stream.
Point me to it, Ralph.
You co-signed that fucking stream. You know what you did, fucker.
Point me to it.
Fuck you. You know what you did.
Oh, Piggy's lying.
You thought it was so funny.
He's lying again.
Cameo.
Perpetual victim. Look at you getting ready.
Okay, say it wasn't cool then.
Pull it up. Pull it up,
okay,
fat
say
ass.
it wasn't cool
Show
then.
me.
Say it wasn't cool then.
Show me, Ralph.
Okay, well tell me then I'm full of shit and then it wasn't cool.
You are full of shit. Pull it up.
You are full of shit, Ralph.
Okay, well say that it wasn't cool for people to come to my house.
I'm not here to protect your fragile feelings, fuckboy.
You're full of shit, fucker. You know you could
lie and you called out on it. You look like a bitch. Pull it up. Pull it up, Piggy. Where is it?
Do you know Andy Worski was shitting on you like a month ago?
Who the fuck cares?
And you fucking took his side for no reason. Like
Andy Worski was shitting on me. You know what I didn't do, Ralph? I didn't start spurging out and threatening to put flyers up in neighborhoods.
Excuse for a human, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
So fucking pitiful. I never.
Ralph, I didn't lose my mind and act like an idiot and implode like
this whole entire time. You took it out of your way to fuck with me for no reason.
Okay, we'll pause here because Piggy's on a tirade again. So again, Piggy here, who ends up getting smacked in the head in Lord of the Flies. Piggy here. Oh god. He has no proof. He has no receipts. And the beautiful thing in Piggy here, he has proven again that he goes on this complete bitch fit the moment things go wrong on him. Medicare. What was his biggest bitch fit that he did the moment that Ralph did a hit piece, or Andy did a hit piece, or whoever tried to do a hit piece, and oh fuck, the Kiwi squad or whatever they're called, I can't remember at the moment. When Kiwi decided to dig up dirt on Medicare and doxed him, what did he do?
He played that shit off.
Yes, he used it. He used it as a money-making stream. He made bank out of it. He's like, I've been doxed. Go fund my kick fund me and all that. I've been doxed, chat. What am I supposed to do? Oh dear chat, what am I supposed to do? I've been doxed. And he made fun of the entire thing. He lived it up to the highest level. Yep. So he took the
high road
premise and took the high road on it. Turned the other cheek, if you want to go uber religious for some.
Now, well, here's the thing, and I can't stand people like Ralph because I've had people like this on, well, the former community as well tried to do this shit to me. Uh-huh. It's like you got some sort of moral obligation if you're on a stream and something happens. Even if you're like, all right, so even if you're like on a stream for like an hour and that stream went on for like 5 hours, and then something happened in that stream 2 hours after you fucking left. I know this happened to me. I know this for sure happened to Vlad.
Huh?
But it's like you're supposed to arbitrarily down. You're supposed to go against them. You're supposed to disown this. Fuck that. No. That's not how it works. Look. If they have a laugh at you, they have a laugh at you. Who fucking cares? There's plenty of people who fucking laughed at me for shit that I done or shit that I was a part of.
I make fun. I make fun of you for sleeping in a fucking bowl of popcorn while watching Aliens. We had fun making, trying to wake up. What is it? Gem Max who had an old man, sneeze, sleep attack, and I defended him on one basis.
I made fun of the whole fucking fact that popcorn's evil. Popcorn means you're a conspiracy and you conspire to tear people. I made fun of that whole fucking shit. It's like you turn around and make fun of it.
Yeah. Here's something I'm gonna point out. We're looking at 3 people streaming at the moment who have visuals because again I know the program in question. This is StreamYards. I've used StreamYards a lot, and out of all 3 of them, only one person doesn't know how to fucking turn off his camera.
And that's Ralph.
No, that's Mr. Maniker. Ralph has got he's live streaming his.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't have icon on. But it's medical.
Mundane Matt who has his fucking little icon on it, so you can see that it's a like a drawn picture of himself. Ethan is going full blown, showing his pigginess as per usual, because again, he likes to show off his hogginess. Whereas Mr. Medica, on the other hand, did not know that he can just simply turn off using a button. By the way, a button. So this is how old school Medica is.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far, but let me finish my point and we'll continue on. The point is like, I believe Medico was on and he laughed at the fact, but he didn't condone it, but he also didn't perpetuate it. So it's like, I don't understand Ethan's about reasons of, oh, well, you did this, you did that, you had people. He didn't do shit. Stop being butthurt.
This is exactly the same thing, the conflation that Sargon did. This is exactly the same thing that Sargon did when he was trying to say that he's trying to, I don't know, what was the groom individuals to be whatever. Against Sargon of Akkad and those who dared to go on the opposite side of Jim. Jim's a groomer. So you're telling me that the entire Sweeney Squads, who are mostly probably within Jim's age level for the most part, maybe you might get the odd teenage individual, boy, most likely, showing up to the party. But yeah, 30s, 40s, definitely Jim's age group. He's groomed these people to attack someone like Sargon of Akkad or Ethan Ralph. To show up on his door to leave corn cobs at his doorstep.
I will say this much. I do know, like, later on in this video, they bring up, like, Aiden Paladin and stuff like that. I've taught... Alright, so here's the thing. I've talked to Aiden Paladin. One of Aiden's top moderators in the Discord is actually somebody that does Anime Watch Club with me. Yep. So it's like... I don't know how to take this except the fact that I'm gonna laugh at these idiots.
That's all you have to do. Hell, that's what only Medicare wants to do, is just laugh.
Yeah, that's what he does. Here's the thing. I wanted to laugh at both. I want to laugh on all three of them. I want to laugh at Medicare. I want to laugh at Matt Jobber. I want to laugh at Ralph. However, I find myself kind of siding with Matt and Medicare on this. I don't like it.
You see, that's the problem here. Look, I made fun of Medicare because of the fact he's too fucking old to understand that all he has to do is hit a simple fucking button. It shows up to turn it off. A simple StreamYard's indication. I've not difficult. Hell, I've done it myself. Forgot to turn it off and realized that, oh shit, in the middle of a stream, I have to remember to hit a fucking button. Not hard to do. But Fatty over here, Piggy, he just doesn't know when to shut up. Now, Matt, on the other hand, he's lied on a few different things. He's cried on stream for a fucking YouTube button thing that most don't even get if they were lucky. And he decided to go on a huge flagging campaign because he got butthurt because, somebody dared to laugh at him. But he's grown up. He's moved on. He's recovered from his bad moment. And I put that in air quotes.
People will make stupid choices. People make stupid moves in life and move on with it. Alright, so here's one. Me and San Magazine, we hated each other. We made up last Saturday. Well, Sunday. Saturday night, Sunday morning. We made up with each other. It's like, okay, fine, buried hatchet. Animosity's gone. It's like, I still don't like him. I'm pretty sure he still doesn't like me. But you know what? The hatred's gone. It's whatever. So
it is what it is. You don't have to be super best friends with each other. That's the core of it.
No.
Okay, so for me on my end, I took under the wings of a certain Jacob, fanman, whatever he wants to call himself nowadays, and because we dared to go against Tonkasaw because of the whole Andy Worski versus Tonkasaw thing, and the only thing I did was side up with Andy because Andy showed up to the fight. Tonka didn't, but then Tonka also stated on one of his actual streams that he did that he wasn't showing up anyways. Don't go. So whether that stream still exists or not, I remember clear as day that Tonka pretty much saying before he even started that he wasn't even thinking.
The thing was, and it kind of dealt with a couple different things because I have I have seen the paperwork. I've talked to Talk about it on the good stuff. It was like a week. It was a week beforehand, and they were getting the blood work done, and he turned the blood work in, and it had something to do with the coordinator that was setting the whole thing up. He lied and did a bunch of other stuff, and after that, he's like, "Nope, we're not doing this." And he told people. He told people like a couple days beforehand. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, no. Again, regardless of whatever the story is going forward, Tonka on his stream told people not to show up. I can vouch for that, and whatever drama that came afterwards, that was pure gold afterwards, because it was still funny shit.
And the whole reason why he changed his name. Okay, one, he showed me his ID that he changed his name to. So I've seen I've seen the name he's changed to, and he told me the reason why.
Don't care. I don't really care.
I know you don't care, but that's also one thing he told me about, and I laughed at the whole fucking fact of why he did it. And you know what? It was a troll.
No. Again, and like I said before, it was a complete shit show. And then you have somebody who decided to spurg out, and just because he was an emotional, autistic individual who decided to take it to the next level of defending an idol that he really should have never defended, and just left it alone, because Tonk is a big boy. He can handle himself and all the stupidity that he's done. He'll take it on the chin like everybody else should. And I had to, part ways with Jacob because of the factor that he was just kind of getting out of control to a point where kind of you need to go away and be focused on a few things. You can talk later, but
I remember the whole deal because I ended up involving Matt.
Yes,
and I hear him myself afterwards.
Oh fuck yes! I also had a sit down with these individuals too, and one of them came out of the way. Do you renounce him? I'm going no, just because he's a member with
that was Anahiro that did that.
Oh, I know, and just because he's within the GNF family doesn't mean I'm going to renounce him. I'm just going to put him over here on the shelf, kind of going. He's spurging out. He's having a meltdown. I'm going to give him his time away from us, so he can regroup. He is allowed back into to the group. Cal, fuck, he's still around. I put him in a timeout so that he couldn't disrupt the entire group. I told him that I was going to do it. I told everybody that was going to be happening, and brought him back after he kind of stopped being a complete autistic spurg.
Yeah, and then I think afterwards, after like I talked to him, and then Antoine talked to him after the whole incident with me. And I hear everyone else is like about a month or so after that, we talked to him, and then things kind of cooled down, and that's about the time you reintroduced Jacob into the GNF. So
I took him out of his timeout and went, okay, congratulations.
For anyone who wants to hold animosity and bullshit against people, is like, okay, that's stupid. You don't have to like them. You don't have to like people. Like with me and Harley Quinn's Happy Hour, I don't have to like her. It's like I remember all the shit she did back whenever Killstream was going around. That's why I call her cunt.
Ironically, yes.
And I still stick by that point. That's never gonna change. Am I gonna talk to her one of these days? Maybe. Do I want to? No. Do I want to associate with her? No. Am I going to go on my way and attack her and like she does other people? No. I'm just gonna simply leave it as that. She's gonna.
For me, I'm always about giving people chances. There's always an amount of chances that you're able to give somebody before you kind of go enough's enough. There's no more I can give you. I usually do the baseball analogy. You get 3. Spider-Man, you only get 1. Congratulations, you only get 1 save out of Spider-Man. After that, you're pretty much on your own. Spider-Man rule. You get 1.
All right, let's continue on.
You dude, like I didn't do this.
Gone out of my way to fuck with you, Ralph.
Okay. Do you really like? I mean, are you serious?
You sit here and tell everybody what a badass you are and how you can take a joke, but the moment somebody shakes a pill bottle, you fall into a tailspin.
You did that for like 6
pretty much
straight. It's like, okay, well, clearly this guy
I played a pill bottle sound 3-4 times, and that was enough to make you do this.
Well, you never said, "Oh, Ralph, I wonder how he's doing. Maybe he's doing good. I like
Why
this."
the fuck would I?
Why is that his problem?
I told you on stream I'm not your friend.
You're not my motherfucking friend either. Then
To your face. Do you remember that? Do you remember that stream with Brittany Vent?
Yeah, I do.
Well, then why would I say anything but nice about you then? If you're shitting on me, why won't I shit on you? You're not
Ralph. There's a
you're not my
difference here
fucking
between
God,
what
I
you're
will
saying.
shit in
You
your
want me to say
fucking
nice
mouth.
things and pat your ass?
Yeah, fuck you. All you're
I'm not
saying
here
is
to hold your
negative
hand
shit.
through the
No, you know
minefield
what?
of the internet and
No,
get
you
you
know
money and
what?
clout.
Fuck you. You're fucking. You're disingenuous. It's like
Ralph, there's literally a video clip of me saying I'm not your friend.
Are you gonna let me talk? Are you gonna let me talk or no?
Go ahead.
Okay. So it's a guy who I've had on my show many times. I've known for literally almost a decade. And of course, you know, you talk your shit. That's your thing. I don't like that doesn't bother me, but it's like every fucking time for the last year, this guy's talking shit about me. He's fucking with me. And it's like, why? Like, I don't go out of my way to fuck with you. I don't do anything to you. And
You're
so
easy.
at a certain point, I'm not Gator. I'm not Flamenco. I'm not so-and-so. And it's like this guy's shitting on me. It's like, okay, well, fuck you. Like, honestly, there's a lot of shit to talk about with you, to be quite real. And so, like, I don't want to take it there, but I'm not going to be a bitch. I'm not fucking
You're
Gator.
being a bitch.
And so I'm not going to live like that, period. And so that's my
You're living
position.
like that.
And I think anybody with a brain can understand that.
We can, you can't.
Can I get my rebuttal to this?
Yes, you go ahead. You gave me all the time.
Okay. All right. Well, you've made it perfectly clear. Gator had mentioned you've mentioned on the past 2 streams that you felt this way for a while, and it feels good to be able to write about it. Which one makes me think you're a bitch?
Well, because you were fucking with me, dude. You know you were.
You said you're gonna let me rebuttal.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
You said you felt this way for a year or more. So, but you didn't say anything, which I guess makes you a bitch because you were too afraid to say anything. Secondly, you're like, why aren't you treating me like a friend? Why aren't you being my best friend? Well, apparently you've got some fucking animosity built up, huh? You got some animosity built up towards me over whatever the fuck is your issue. You literally started this.
All right,
I made a stream joking about the shit that you did in Portugal, which was funny.
It was.
And you act like, Jim, why would you do that? Remember Andy's AIM stream? I let that motherfucker up too immediately after that.
Yeah, but you know what? Andy has said, do you even like, you know what? I feel like sometimes that I'm the only motherfucker who like actually watches this shit day to day. Do you know the things that Andy Worski has said about you personally?
Probably terrible things.
Yes.
Probably just like Matt Jarbo has said terrible things.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's like.
Can confirm.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it's like, oh, well, now Ralph's the bad guy of the week. Like, this is like.
Okay, well, I'm not totally done with my rebuttal. So okay, what do we find ourselves with, huh? I do the Portugal stream, and what is your immediate response? You're a fucking whore of a wife, which is amusing, because you'll sit there and cry on the internet about people fucking with your family, but your instant reaction is, I'm going after your wife. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't say, oh, that's off limits. But now when I do it, it's cool. When I do it, it's cool, but you talk about my kids or my girlfriends or wives or whatever, that's the line. That's the Ralph Mail line. It's either all or nothing. And this shit you're doing, I'd like to make really clear when, I retweet the stuff with Gator. Oh, that's not the doxing issue I have an issue with. You're going from doxing to life ruination. You want to start putting posters up?
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not done with my rebuttal. You can rebut my rebuttal in a second.
Soon.
That's fine. I'm almost done.
Okay, go ahead.
You're talking about putting up flyers. What are they going to think it is work in his job when they find out he's a white nationalist? Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's funny when Nick Fuentes has his bank account taken away? You like it when he gets fucked with like that?
You know, you were joking around about him being a faggot 2 weeks ago, so you think a lot of shit is funny that I don't.
I do think a lot of shit is funny, but I'm not the one saying that his life should be ruined.
Yeah, that is something that I would have to agree with.
Nick Masterson's NP2 project and banks fucked him over. You like life ruination, Ralph?
Who supported that? All the people you're supporting now, Jim.
Apparently you too, Ralph, because you're jumping into it.
You know what? Okay, well, I'll tell you this, and I'll agree that is a very hard
life ruination. Yeah, well, it's not doxing, it's life ruination.
Dude, people have showed up to my house. People have sprayed.
Did Gator show up to your house?
Today, somebody
did Gator show up to your house
and dump shit in front of my fucking front door, and I didn't even make it public because it's like that's what they want.
You are now.
Like they literally dumped shit. If people showed up to your house like that, you would be fucking crying, dude, to be honest with you. You've lived your whole life trying to run away from your internet antics. And you know what?
And I need to be taught a lesson, right, Ralph? You're going to teach me that lesson.
Not that, Jim, but it's like they know me, right? Like there was literally shit in front of my fucking front door.
You
Corn
project
on the
that
cob.
image. That's your
Do you
selling
think that's
point. You
funny?
tell
Like, do you
people
think
you're the
that's
Ralph
funny?
male.
Do you think that's funny? Do you think that's funny? Like people show up to your house. and
Ralph,
do
you
shit for
sell
you?
yourself as that guy. You say,
Okay,
I
well,
don't give a
that's fine.
fuck. I don't care. I'm hardcore. I'm
Yeah,
badass.
no,
Nothing
I
fucks
didn't
with
cry
me.
about it. I
You
didn't
do
cry
that,
about it.
Renslayer.
But what I'm saying is, do you think that's funny? Like, if that happened to you, do you think you would be like, you
Go
would?
look
Go
fine.
for
You
it.
know what I mean? Like,
Go find me. Find me. I
No,
bet you
let me
you'll have
ask
a
you.
hard time trying to find me.
You're asking me this question. I'm turning it around on you. If you don't like it, why are you the one putting it out? If you think it's so fucking terrible,
If you can find me, even
deserves
better.
People
I
coming
mean,
to my house.
no, I'm saying if you don't like that shit, you say you don't, and I understand
What
you're
am
saying
I
you don't.
saying? What am I saying?
You're gonna go fuck with Gator. You're gonna try to get him blacklisted for being a white nationalist. You think
I
that's
didn't say
funny,
that.
Ralph?
That's
No,
not
you
true.
think that's funny. You want to
That's
fuck
not
with
true.
his life and do
you.
life
That's not what I
ruination.
said.
That's
not what I
exactly
said.
what you want to do, Ralph.
That's not what I
Just
said.
understand when you put it
Hey,
out
are you
there,
gonna
it
let me
comes
talk?
back to you.
Are you gonna
Oh no, I'm
shut
just
up?
making it real clear. You want to play
No,
life
you know
ruination,
what?
it will
Fuck
come
you.
right
You don't
back to
know.
you.
You don't. You have no. You know what? People came to my fucking house.
It will be 10 times worse than that, Ralph. You're talking about putting up flyers. What do you think it's going to be like with you and your girl walking down the street with your face up there and it says some nasty shit? Or her face?
It seems like you're scared of that, not me.
Ralph, I'm asking. So you're cool
like
with it?
You're scared of that, not me.
Oh, okay, Sam Kinison, yell a little more.
I'm not fucking.
Oh,
scared
he's
of
gonna
that, bitch.
holler in his Sam
It seems
Kinison
like
voice.
You're scared, boy. That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Listen, holler and
You
hog.
want to yell? You don't
You're
want to
the
let
one
me
that
talk?
you just
Are you
wept
gonna let me
about it.
talk? Are you gonna not?
Oh, okay, life ruiner. Tell me what you
What
think.
do you mean life ruiner? Like you're full of shit.
I'm gonna tell
Do you know
everybody
the shit
Gator's
that
a
you've
white
been
nationalist
involved
because
with?
I'm a little
Do
prison
you know the
snitch. You're a
doxing? I was
snitch.
around when you were doxing people.
Who did I dox?
Are you full of shit?
Who
Like
did I
who are you
dox?
trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool?
Name them.
It won't be me. It won't be me.
yeah, if you've ever try to come north, I mean, right now it's kind of questionable
Oh,
there
is
for
this
you,
just like
Wesley.
the last
What, you
bullshit?
just
Name
gonna
them. Who is
yell
it?
over me? Like, look, if you're just gonna yell,
They're
like,
questions,
there's no
fucking
point.
idiot. Answer them.
What question? Give me one.
You said I doxed. Who? Name them.
Yeah, please.
I mean, everybody was doxing during the Gamergate era.
I don't give a shit. About
No,
it.
not everybody was doxing during that time frame.
Personally,
Sorry.
I can.
Just tell me whenever you want me to pause, Rogue.
Oh,
You can please pause right there. Because that's a blatant lie right there. Not everybody was doxing during the whole Gamergate time frame. That is something very questionable. The only people who were actually doxing were the ones who couldn't win a fucking fight. Legitimate. Yeah. I mean, just them. Those small minority groups, but because they were, again, a more visual, angry minority group. Hey, like BLM or whatever. We're going to conflate it. Everybody agrees with them.
Crout Tea is another good example.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, I mean,
You have time out. Hang on. With the whole Crown T thing, I've already talked to Tyrone, Aiden, and a couple other people about that whole deal. Is like, yeah, he had a server, and there's a lot of people in that server that was dropping a lot of shit. And since Kraut did find out about that, he nuked that server. So there's a lot of questions of whether he did or didn't. I myself, looking for a friend, have not seen any instances of him himself. Now,
well,
I'm
I
not
think
saying
the
he did or
confession
didn't.
is what's important.
Yeah,
he didn't confess anything. He said it was going after Aiden.
He did kind of like, so he right before he bailed from the internet.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Where's it at?
He wrote. Well, I mean, he nuked his Twitter, but he wrote an entire tweet that said, "I have become the monster that I hated," and then decided to leave the internet. There's entire videos that document everything that occurred. Then he came back, and his very first video he ever made was just a complete and very dishonest fucking recreation of history and everything that happened. And it wasn't.
Well, here's the thing, Vlad. I'm not gonna say people lying. I'm not gonna say people making stuff up. However, I have not seen any instances of him actually doing this. And him saying I have become the monster I am is not affirmation that he did this.
So. It was right after he got called out. It was like
that is the big problem, because he did get accused of said situation and he just simply bailed.
Yeah, like
and again, not saying that he did or did not. If it's the same thing, like for example, you'll take the accusations for Michael Jackson being a pedophile. Was he a pedophile? We don't know, but he bailed out the situation. He paid off everything.
Well,
Same thing that happens with when we have somebody like Croughton T. The moment you decide to bail yourself out of a situation instead of saying no, I did not, and here's the receipts, you now have speculation on you.
Well, regardless of not, I'm going to keep to my standards because that's everything. I'm not going to accuse someone without proof.
Okay.
Unless
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Do you think Epstein killed himself?
I don't know if Epstein killed himself or not.
I think he did. Because because there's more evidence to support that he did. Then there is evidence to support he was killed.
And the whole thing is like Epstein killed himself when the cameras were off, right?
Again, very speculative overall.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah. I don't know if Epstein killed himself or not.
No, but right there,
but I'm not going to say he did. I'm not.
No, but again, the moment that you put something in gray, now you've got a speculation going on. You're going to have people making up decisions in either way.
All right.
So this is where it comes back down to we are looking for honesty going forward, and unfortunately, for a crowd on his end of it, very dubious, and for him just going out of it to nuke everything and then go away and then come back and then kind of restructure a few things.
And if I remember right, the person that was claimed to be doxxed by Kraut was Aiden Palin.
Why would you do that?
Dude, it was a lot more than that.
It was a lot more.
Yeah,
no. That's one. That was
There's
one.
like 20-something. All right,
Jim's in the list as well.
Yeah, okay. Like so was Sargon. I mean, like basically anybody he labeled as racist.
Okay.
Or
a grooming pedophile. Jim was given that by certain individuals. One happened to be a German or an Austrian.
Wasn't that I can't remember his name.
And bear in mind, I used to be a fan of Kraut. Like I remember when he started, Bering brought him onto his fucking channel, and that's where he went off. You know, like so I originally was a fan, and then shit just got fucking gay.
Well, and see, and here's the whole problem I have with this. Like, well, the whole Epstein thing, that's all right. We're never gonna know that. There's nothing that's gonna come out unless
100%. Yes.
Unless somehow they can recover the footage of the video cameras of him that went off by chance when that happened. That's probably not gonna happen. We have no idea. So that's all speculation. I'm gonna label that speculation. Now, when it comes down to doxing, okay. If somebody sees somebody doxing, that means there's some proof. That means it is the age. Huh?
He's having someone in the background.
Yes.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me finish. If there is proof of somebody doxing, and it's the age of the internet, it's easy enough to screen cap shit. It's easy enough to archive shit. It's easy enough to save shit. I have not seen any proof of Kraut.
How hard have you looked?
Or I've asked.
No.
It comes down to this. Everyone that has said that this has happened, I asked for proof. No proof shown up. Okay, go on from there.
My question will be this: if I present you with a fucking proof, would you question where it came from?
It'll be a lot more than what was provided to me now.
Because all you have to do is go to one source at the moment, and they're Kiwis. They have all of the information.
I don't go to Kiwi Farm. That's the thing. I don't even want to fucking click on the link.
If I give you that information, would you believe the source?
Well, I'm fine.
Not only that,
you can send it to me. I'll look at it in a bit.
I typed Kraut doxing in YouTube and found an assload of videos that are going over all of this. And the very first one that pops up is Thunderfoot.
Yeah.
And so like in Thunderfoot, I haven't seen the video yet. but he's usually extremely detail oriented, except when he's mad at Sargon. So
Okay, time out. So you tell me, all right, there's proof of crowd doxing in a video that you have not seen yet.
Well, I've seen the video
Do you
in
know how that
question.
sounds?
Well,
No, no, no,
I've
no.
seen other videos. I said this particular video I haven't seen yet.
He did kind of say that.
Okay. All right. Anyways, we'll get on topic. What's supposed
Yes,
to
I know.
happen in this? We'll talk about this whole deal later on, but I'm giving that fucking graces. That's all I'm doing. I'm not
Well,
defending
no,
no one. I'm not going against no one.
My question was only, would you believe the source where this information is? Because
There have been a lot more than what anyone else has given to me.
so there you go. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like when I ask, nothing's given. Oh, well, he did this. Okay, well, do you have any proof of this? No, well, he did this. That's kind of the whole point I'm speculative at. Is like, okay,
I mean,
you ask.
I completely understand. I get the standard. I'm not. Nobody's saying your standard is shit.
Yeah, and that's all I'm trying to put forth there. Anyways, let's continue on with the hoggening here.
Yes.
The what?
The hoggening.
Did you miss out on the debate between Mr. Menaker and Ralph?
Oh, hell
Ethan
no!
Ralph?
I watched the whole damn thing as soon as while it
We'll
was live.
recap. We'll recap.
We're
right
doing
now
kind of a recap on it.
and doing commentary on it and laughing.
We've just gotten to the point where Ethan is expressing the amount of issue that he has with people coming up to his house to leave garbage on his storefront.
And basically, and it's basically to the same point of what I'm standing at. It's like even saying, "Oh, well, America docs a lot of people. Show me where I dox them," and nothing comes of it.
I'll just say this: I've only seen bits and pieces of it, so this is all news to me.
Well, let's continue on.
Off using docs material from Kiwi Farms.
Oh, so now it's docs material
Well,
and
you know
videos,
it's
but not
true, Jim.
doxing.
Shut up, man. Nobody cares about doxing. Are you a faggot or what? Nobody gives a fuck.
I just wish you could
about
get your lies straight, Ralph.
Nobody gives a
Unless
fuck
you
about
cry and play
doxing,
victim.
Dude, are you that fucking stupid? Like,
I'm not the one that got beat up for a
No, you don't
purse.
get-
Who are
I'm
you
not
talking about,
proud.
stupid?
I never
dummy.
fucking built my career off caring about
Dum-dum, you went to
doxing.
another country and had your purse stolen. What do you mean, stupid?
Who cares, motherfucker? You change your
Apparently,
name.
30,000
You
people
change
watching
your
Flamenco
name and
laughing.
marry a fucking, greasy fucking Korean.
See,
Who
here we
gives a
go
fuck?
again. I haven't mentioned your woman once,
I
but you
don't
can't
care,
stop yourself.
fucker. I'll mention what I want, bitch.
Oh,
You
okay.
sit there.
So you don't cry about your
Who
kids and your
cares?
wife. Don't
I
cry
don't
about it.
give a
Don't cry
fuck.
like a
You
bitch
brought
about it.
that
Oh,
shit. Yeah, you
my
know what?
family's
You
off
brought my
limits. My
fucking
family,
son
my
into it.
family.
You brought everybody else into it.
I haven't
and
said
you
shit
know
about
what
your
you did.
family,
Fuck
but
you.
you're fine doing it. You're fine doing it, so don't cry about it like a bitch.
I'm not crying.
You do on Twitter. My
I'm
family.
yelling
They went after
now.
my family, my precious children, and my
Well,
girl.
because it's
I'll
like
look at
you
that
guys
later,
act like
Greg.
I'm the evilest motherfucker that ever existed.
You opened the gates. You started it.
That's not true. Okay, well, tell me how. Tell me how I started.
Literally wrote articles calling my wife a fat whore and a tump duck. I don't even know what the fucking dumb
Okay,
shit
well,
you
why
wrote.
did you do the stream when I was in the fucking hospital? And
Oh, you wanna
know
fucking
something
get
really
fucking
funny,
hurt to
Sparky?
death?
I did the
But-
stream because
You
it's.
don't need to fucking
Before
pile
Zell
on.
left the
Why?
I did the
internet, he
stream
was a
because it was
fanboy of
funny,
Ralph.
Ralph.
Oh,
Yes,
you're
yes, he
not
was.
special. Your fucking fat, greasy
You're not-
Korean wife
you're
is
not
funny
special.
then too, then
Let's
fucker.
let.
You're
You're
not
not
I wanna
special
see him
and
come back and
protected, Ralph.
defend
It's not my
fucking
duty to
greasy
take you through the
fuck.
fucking
Same.
internet
Shit's
like it's a
not special
minefield.
either,
Do
then,
it, Zell.
fucker.
Yeah, I don't think
You're
he
a
can.
homerin.
Yeah, well, you know what? Well, what? Okay, if it's fine to make fun of me when I'm in the hospital, why is it not fun to make fun of you, Medicare?
Because I'm me, my wife isn't.
Fuck
Isn't that what you're
you,
crying
fuck
about?
you, and fuck your greasy Korean slut.
Okay.
Do you see
Okay.
how mad he gets? It's fine, man.
I-
He can
well,
say anything he wants. I
no,
told him
I-
up to that limit.
bitch.
I
can
know,
say
I know,
whatever I want,
I know.
'cause I'm not gator, bitch.
So Vlad, let me ask you something.
I want
Doesn't
people to
Monday
drink it
Matt
in.
sound
It's
like
fine.
an
Yeah,
anti-hero?
Drink it in, like your whore drinks it in, bitch.
No, he sounds
just
like
curious, man.
Antihero
You're
if
curious.
Antihero
You're
had a
right
dildo
curious,
collection.
Probably. That's why you hang around Flamenco.
Okay, Ralph.
Gator,
Okay,
you
Ralph.
fucking
So
bitch.
what you're saying that Antihero does have a dildo
When
collection?
will you die?
Confirmed.
No.
Got it.
But no, like,
When
so
will you
I'm actually
die,
pissed off
Medicare?
about this
That's
stream
what
in the
you're
first
saying.
When are you
place.
gonna flip on
Why?
it?
You weren't invited?
I have
No.
that. All right.
No,
Pause.
I have a whole reason why. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm referring to the Mundane Matt stream, by the way, the Boulder stream specifically.
Yeah, the Boulder Talk
Yeah.
show, yes, or whatever. Yes.
Last time I was there, because I was actually on that stream I think twice, very briefly, because he was doing like bringing in people to ask questions or some shit on relevant to topics, and I had invited him or challenged him to a debate on, I think it was systemic racism, and he basically quit doing the Boulder radio thing right after that. Not because of me. That was just he said it was his last one. And that, aside from the fact that he pussed out on the debate, or at least never got back to me or something. But yeah, the point is that that apparently was like the first one in how long that I'm aware of. Like,
no, this is the only video on his channel at the moment.
Oh yeah, so he pulled all of his videos too. Wow.
Yeah, no, he's been trying to find something that'll fit within his little niche market. Keep in mind, his channel has been. We'll put a double barrel shotgun to it and pull the trigger, because that's basically where it is at the moment.
Yeah.
It needs to be yeeted out of the interweb.
Yeah, the thing is he'll have more of a chance getting his channel back than what Ralph will.
Yes.
Well,
so
since Ralph became him.
Yeah, and well, Ralph has always become him. I mean, Ralph has never been.
Ralph has always been Monday Matt. He just did a good enough job covering up with the bullshit.
Yeah, it's funny. I tried telling that to Zell a long time ago.
Well, Zell, I'm sorry. Zell is just a little spud that just can't conform with reality, and that's
Yeah,
that's true.
I reject your reality and submit my own. Yes, that is the moniker I believe Zell has.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys can probably find this a little tactless. I don't care, but instead of coming back to like Twitter or YouTube, Zell just needs to try to go onto Saturday Night Live. He'll probably do better there.
Probably.
All right, continuing on.
These two.
When will he flip? You know what? We could have
turn on Fuentes. When are you gonna flip on him?
Conversation. We could have actually had like a.
Who the fuck wears sunglasses in the middle of the night?
For 2 hours. What do you mean?
A person who's pretty much got the shit kicked out of him multiple different times.
Should have, but I don't think
you could actually see the bruising.
Showcase those scars.
there.
Get more sympathy points for yourself.
Well, hold on. I wear my sunglasses at night.
So I can. So I can.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's wrong with you, Sparky? Come back to the 80s with us.
That's for people who have tact, not Ralph.
I legitimately think you're out of your fucking mind.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't have tact.
You have a lot more tact than what Ralph does.
No, I don't. I have more brains. There's a difference.
I will agree with that one.
You flew to another country, and got beat up, had your purse stolen.
Who cares?
And then after that, you flipped.
Yeah, like also he looks like a villain out of Harry Potter.
I know. Oh, so we can pause there for just a brief moment. Just a brief moment. Because again, Manicure did exactly the same thing that's been out there. Ralph went out to Portugal, got himself beat up, and had his purse stolen from him. And again, Manicure has that knowledge. Most of the internet at large that follows this shit has that degree of knowledge. And we find out that's not the truth. Which just proves again that Ralph is lying yet again. Just for the sympathy points.
What? No, not Ralph.
I know, out of all people. No, Ralph, no!
So what actually had happened? Did they actually go after him because of the man purse, or did they just
just because he's a fucking gunt?
No.
Look, okay, let you take Ralph, Piggy Ralph here, Wiggum that he is. You take him from America, and then put him in Portugal. Where does he go out of all places? To the downtown quarters where most American gets killed. Because it just happens to have a few of the quaint little areas, like a McDonald's and a Burger King.
Well, as long as they didn't touch his blue suede shoes.
No, that's true. I mean,
they probably just recognized him and didn't like the guy.
No. This was a random bunch of people who got pissed off of this loud, boisterous, obnoxious asshole of an American. and decided to beat him up.
Well,
Well,
what
no,
I think
I-
happened is that he was dressed up like a fucking rich boy.
Like a whore?
Yeah, and then got beat up.
Yeah, that's another one I agree with.
Yeah, it could be like, oh, I remember him. He was with he was with Failure and Andy, and
Nobody
this some
knows who
sort of-
Ralph is.
Look, anybody outside of Portugal, I mean,
I'm
anybody,
giving him some credit here.
you're going too far for him.
Anybody outside of Virginia would not know who he is.
Jesus Christ. You're giving
in
him too
Oklahoma.
much credit.
Dude, if I saw him in the street, I would just think he was every other fat person on the street.
Out of all
Alright,
the people to ask, let's ask the dragon who just showed up. Dragon, Draconith. If you're present and around.
Yeah, what up?
Ethan Ralph, how much do you know about him?
I know that he has a dumb stream that I don't watch.
There we go. But would you be able to pick him out in a lineup?
Oh fuck no.
all right, Dragon. Do you know what happened last night?
Last night.
Oh.
I went to bed, had rice and egg rolls, and I woke up this morning with the shits. What did I miss?
Yeah,
fucking
you
Chinese?
deserve it. You deserve it. Eating
So
that
so basically, proof in the pudding right here. Thank you, Draconith, for doing exactly what I
Alright, does
automatically
he even
believe
know?
that you would do. He has left himself to do like everything else that every other normie has done. Went to sleep and did not pay attention to this. So this is.
All right,
Well,
fine.
first of all, hold on.
Does he
Sparky,
know who
Sparky.
Medical is?
Mr. Manicure, do you know who Jim 81 Jim is?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
watch his streams occasionally.
Okay,
Do you know who
okay.
Monday Matt is? Matt Jarbo.
The Boulder fucker? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Do you know what happened last night? Besides you going to bed, just say yes or no.
Okay, Ralph and Boulder fucker fucked. Okay, that's what happened.
Pretty much. No, so basically we're going over the Manicure versus Ethan Ralph debate, which was really not really a debate, really. And we had Jarbo doing the moderation of it, which he did a really good job, I would have to say.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Did I? Are you telling me that someone put Jim?
Last night, we're watching
Yes,
it now.
last night.
I didn't know this. Fuck if I care. It's Ethan fucking Ralph. I
You
don't
know,
give
it's funny.
two fucks.
It's funny.
Look, it's Jim. When he rips into anyone in his stream, it's gonna be funny, not for the fucker who's in it.
No, this
Yeah,
was
no,
like
no.
Dr.
This is-
Jim
this-
therapy. All right.
This was a debate between a very outrageous piggy boy who got into piggy rage every now and then because Daddy Jim didn't give him that much attention that he wanted, and is crying about the factor. Hang on, and he's crying about the factor that people are coming up to his house to leave garbage at his front door. The garbage consists of corn on a cob. You know, the eaten corn cobs.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
and diapers.
All right. Ethan
Just
Ralph
jump in
has
and watch
no
with
one.
us.
I'm playing 14. I have more important things to do.
See, there
I'm
we go.
You
leveling
jump
a
on.
botanist.
But yet you jump on.
Yes,
Because
I was
he-
curious.
yes.
But the best part is Medicare wasn't really laying into Ralph. Medicare was more like being a therapist.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Also
All right.
note, I came myself when Medicare actually went after Aiden Paladin. Like, he talked shit about her in the stream, by the way. I don't know if anybody fucking caught it.
I caught that.
I came myself.
So you busted a nut over that. Okay, good to know.
Yes.
Good to know.
The problem
Rogue,
is
I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go find a spot not covered in goo.
Why not?
Okay,
You're busting a
and-
nut over nothing.
Oh god, and we got
No,
somebody in chat.
I'm busting a nut over entertainment. Okay.
Look, I
Yeah,
bust a
yeah.
nut for fucking more important things than Jim ripping into anybody. I
Look,
mean, I have a
man.
good jiggle.
No, the most important things are anything that I find entertaining.
For you, yes.
Yeah, so no, in general, right? So when everybody goes on talking about the Holocaust, I'm all over here like, no, PCP is better, you know, like, or something. Like anything I'm doing in the moment is more important than anything anybody has ever thought of, done, or said.
Okay. All right. I'm going to continue on this beforehand. Hi, Turish.
Narcissism.
Yeah, Turish. It's been a while. How you doing?
He's enjoying Quebec. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
It-
I bet.
Icon to fucking OBS's logo.
That's Medica.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to use OBS. Or not
Okay,
OBS,
look.
but
I mean, no. Jim
Continuous.
changes his fucking logo all the damn time. If you pay attention, it rotates out depending on what account he's logged in on.
We lost a Rogue. Oh, Rogue is back. We
Yeah.
talked about this in depth, Drago, about how Jim is just such a boomer. He doesn't even know how to turn his fucking camera off.
Yeah, I know. I had to point that out later. I was making fun of the fact that he's a fucking boomer.
he's a dying boomer.
Regardless of the factor, he still doesn't know how to press a fucking button.
Yeah.
No, my computer decided to shit itself, so I had to do a full reset.
Good to know.
Yeah, Turish says, what the
let me
fuck,
get this
Vlad?
right.
Yeah.
So, if you're getting therapy help from fucking Medicare, there's no
There's a
hope for
problem.
you.
Yeah,
He's
no,
spiraling. We points. Medica pointing that out to him. He is spiraling down. He's losing altitude fast. And the
Look, I've mentioned this previous on occasion. He does this constantly. Every time that Ralph gets to a certain apex of his career, he torches it and then allows it to burn to nothing. Falls in grace, blames everybody but himself from doing it. Kills friendships here and there, and then restarts from the ashes that are left, and then tries to cultivate a new group of friends.
I wish him the best of luck with that currently, because I mean, he's burned. I mean, you burn enough bridges enough time, people just know you as a fucking
He's burned
hazard.
every bridge.
He's done multiple burns to a point where I don't think look, Zidane walked away. Gator was the only one. Zidane, which was one of the right hand men for the recreation of the Killstream.
Okay.
He walked away. Literally, he left because he couldn't handle the drama anymore, and there was other things that he had to deal with. So all that was left with Gator. Eventually, they bring in another person to replace Zidane's spot, because Zidane was the one that was bringing in the guests, and that Gator was pretty much dealing with sound and shit like that, and Ralph would be the one to be asking the questions.
Okay.
So now we're in a fourth version of the Killstream, and it's dead.
Wait. Version 4? How? Wait, when?
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm with him on this. What?
Yeah, Killstream has been edited at least 4 times.
No shit.
That's every time they move from one streaming service to another.
I didn't know it happened even once.
I think he went from YouTube to D-Live to like 3 other places.
He's not on YouTube anymore?
No,
No,
he
they-
got deleted.
YouTube
yeeted
won't even
him.
touch him. YouTube won't even touch him.
You-
I'm actually
YouTube
taking a chance right now throwing his voice up on my channel.
Yeah.
Well,
No, yeah,
what
YouTube
did he
yeeted
ever?
the piss out of him.
What did he ever say that was that bad?
He did a live. He did a charitable thing. Instead of calling it the kill stream, he called it the heal stream. And then there were certain things that came up during World War II that they talked about it. And what happened when they donated the money to St. Jude's, the Wall Street Journal, who was also listening in, reported to St. Jude's where the money came from. They were turned it back, and then YouTube banned them because of pressure from Wall Street Journal.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And then they actually had to float around in order to find a new space. Because they also had they had another one before that, before D-Live. There was another one that they had. It was VidMe or whatever it was an up and coming. They were on that, and
VidMe nuked itself.
yeah. And so then they had to go over to DLive, but after that, nuke happened twice, I believe, on DLive. So there was the first DLive Killstream, and then all of a sudden it was recreated because it had Andy as the group, and then Andy was removed, and then they had a new version.
And then also one of the things too on DLive is that a lot of the people on DLive were ticked off when people like Ed Medicare and Ralph came on because it took everything from them. Plus, there was the whole thing where DLive,
streaming. Thank you.
Oh, there was also the thing where Ralph basically came out and said that he won't be touched by the people at DLive. Because he knows the owners, which said through a whole new shit.
Yeah, and then DLive yeeted him.
So let me get straight. He pretty much touches things and breaks them almost in unison.
And it's glorious.
Keep in mind, the Killstream has been around since 2014.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck.
How do I know this? Because I'm a fucking Gamergate insider for the most part. Unspoken for the most, and know exactly when a lot of this shit got created. So, like it or not, the Killstream was actually created because of the Gamergate crew. Yeah, which also helped spawn a certain internet personality to show up out of nowhere.
Medica.
Yes, internet aristocrat who we wanted.
Yeah, I remember him back when he was the internet aristocrat. Because I followed him during the whole Gamergate train, and primarily because of the whole, what was it?
Wow.
Mighty Number 9 fiasco.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what happened afterwards, the moment that Gamergate got used more as a ploy to make a shit ton of money instead of going for what it was originally initiated for, which for some was for the shits and giggles, the trollage. Let's be honest, that's what it was. But it was also proving a point that gamers can revolt, and we're not going to take the shit of any form of journalists and their bullshits anymore. So we want, honest and less corrupted journalists, and we're still waiting for that. Congratulations. Fuck, Dorito-gate is a good example. Going forward, we had a lot of people trying to make money. Then Gamergate, within the 2000 and I want to say 15, 16, it divided. So those who were for Gamergate divided and went away, including Medicare, and said that it's no longer what it was originally. Everybody's trying to make a buck. And then we had the skeptics show up to take over the role of Gamergate.
Which was basically like Ethan, Ralph, Medicare, Warski, and all them.
Well, Medicare wasn't a skeptic. He was more an independent. He liked the Killstream. The moment the Bloodsport came in, that's when you get Medicare returning.
When we talk about skeptics, we're talking about, Paladin and
Sargon,
Sargon, and so on and so forth.
So cue me coming in when the Sargon when the skeptics came in, I showed up.
Tush, hang on. Yeah, Tush, that's kind of why I got jumped into it, because Mighty Number 9 was supposed to be a recreation of what Mega Man was, especially after the whole cancellation of Mega Man Legends 3. So I was keeping tabs on that one, and whenever I heard a lot of shit that's happening, especially some of the inside development. Oh, they want to change this, they want to make gender roles, they want to do this and that. It's like, you are just taking what Mega Man was and just destroying it. And we got a shit game out of it because of it. So, yeah.
Yes. So, then the Killstream is eventually called Postmortem, yeah. And then it just kind of went downhill from that.
Alright. That's a core history lesson. I'm going to continue with this because I want to get through the Ethan Ralph portion. I don't care about the rest of the fucking stream. I just want to get through the Ethan Ralph portion.
Oh, we're almost there.
Yeah.
The house, that's embarrassing. Do you understand?
Well, there's a video of me
for somebody to sneeze on you.
Getting beaten in the Puerto Rican streets or Portuguese streets.
Pathetic. You conned our country into a lockdown. That's embarrassing.
Wow.
I ran the government, Ralph.
It's not embarrassing.
Do I run the government, Ralph?
Of course I should get my ass whipped. I'm going around talking shit.
Do I run the country, Ralph, now too?
You're an idiot, and you know you were wrong. And why don't you just say you're wrong?
I am not wrong. I don't take back any of my viewpoints.
What about COVID? You don't take anything back.
Nearly 1 million dead Americans, 6 million dead worldwide.
Oh, it was so
pretty big deal.
Goddamn, I wish they would have sneezed on you.
He does have a point on the numbers.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're vindictive and angry. You're a rage pig.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's what you guys.
He does have a point on that one
right?
too.
Like, I don't think it's out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm literally telling you to your face, you're a rage pig.
No, you know what? Okay, rage pig, whatever you want to say, but
that's what I'm saying.
All these things, like, what you think I don't see? All these people wishing me dead, saying all this shit about my fucking unborn.
When have I wished you?
I don't. Don't go say
You didn't
entertainment.
talk about my fucking child custody battle. You didn't.
Where? Point me to that too, by the way.
Oh, I can. You mentioned. I can't say the name without me getting in trouble.
Is it on my timeline? Where is it? Where have I said something about this?
Well,
I won't specifically mention anything.
You know what you said. You
No,
know.
I legitimately don't. Is it because Gator
Is-
donated $1?
Are they talking about face?
I can't even say the name.
Yeah, they are because of the fact he's going through child custody at the moment.
You went into some names that I can't go into because it's like it's actually like a child custody battle. And you know what? All this shit aside, and again, I'm sure you're gonna shit on me forever. It doesn't matter. But like,
Well,
It doesn't matter. Yes, it does, partly, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing this.
And
Yeah.
all this
Ralph,
stuff
you need to shut the
about
fuck up.
Ralph doesn't, want to claim him. And
He's
all
drunk.
This bullshit is not.
Yeah,
true.
well, and on
So I
drugs.
just want to say that for the record.
Or both.
And it's a very complicated.
So right now, I can tell
situation that
he's on
I
alcohol.
Yeah, no. He's also had a bit of within his. Yeah, he's also had his little pills as well because
And again, people can
had to have had some painkillers.
shots as they wish. I would expect nothing less, and I've done nothing less. I completely understand that, but I just want to say for the record that I do love my son, and all these things that are being said are not true.
You love your son enough. You showed the world how he was
For the record,
conceived.
I haven't talked about your girlfriend or your ex-wives. I haven't talked about your fucking kids. And if you're talking about the Gator dollar thing, that's
Okay,
the only
well,
thing
others that you promoted.
How many
have
kids
talked
does he
about it.
have?
Okay, so you're mad at them, and then you laugh
Currently 2 at the moment.
because you're too
With
scared.
who?
Faith being one, and the current fiance to be his wife will be the second, I believe.
You wrote
Damn.
two
Second
blog
fiance.
articles, Tumblr bitch blog
Yes.
articles about heartbreak.
You were fucking with me before that. Like, do you not understand?
You're telling me that rattle in a pill bottle has led you to
Why
this
would
point in your
you
life?
do that? Like, what the fuck?
Because
Why
it's
do you-
funny.
Okay, but why would you like? There's not. Okay, but it's only diminishing.
He's a fucking
things that you're
locale.
saying.
Come on,
Like,
dude.
it's
Stop
like,
it.
Why would somebody not feel hostile towards that? Like, I don't feel like that's.
Ralph,
like,
you
I
can
don't-
make all the jokes you want, but you
Have somebody go out your popcorn.
Do that.
Then
Yeah.
come back and talk to me.
Said, like, jokes about your cancer. I only said I hope this guy gets better. You understand? Like,
What?
Like this guy's fucking
I'm
shit.
joking.
You
I'm
just
joking.
told everybody over the last week that you hope you've been holding
yeah,
it.
well,
You've been holding it in for a year.
Well,
For
yeah.
a
I want
year,
popcorn.
And you want to be dead. And
Popcorn would be tasty.
Okay.
I'm responsible for COVID.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go pop some.
No, that's not fucking true. So
Jesus
whatever.
Christ.
You're lying again.
Yeah, no, that thing is actually really
You guys
hard to
talking
watch
shit about
without
me, of course I'm
like
gonna say
alcohol.
whatever. Like that's
Uh,
normal. I don't think that that's outrageous. I've known you. for
The only thing that the only
30
person who
years.
should not be
I've
getting
known you for
attached to the alcohol
You
for
think I really
whatever
wanna see you
reason
guys
should
dead?
be
Of
Ralph
course
here.
not. That's fucking.
Hey,
Yeah,
no, I
I'm
take that back. The only one that's outrageous is
You know
Jim.
what? You're talking shit about me. You're bringing my.
Well,
family
Jim
into
is
it.
truly
You're
outrageous.
bringing my
Truly,
fucking
And
truly,
actually,
truly
You
outrageous.
literally have
by
not
the way,
warned your
it this
family
that
into it.
whole
I could've
stream
said some real mean
devolves
shit, Ralph,
into
but I
just a
haven't said
shit
anything.
fest at the end.
Yes,
Like
it does.
it's actually
You're
worse
talking about all
without
these things
Ralph.
that
You
said.
have
Uh-huh.
promoted.
Wow, really?
Dude, are you really like?
Yeah.
Quibble? Like, do you think
They
that
start
that,
bringing
like,
on all
This is
these
an end
people
result
that
of you literally
coincidentally
fucking with
hate each
everyone on the
other,
internet.
and then they
Mhm.
start just
You know what?
screaming
That's
at
why
each other
I'm
at
not
the
gonna
end.
take out the collection
Yeah,
anymore,
that
or,
last
cry
portion
about
of it
You know,
is
sucks.
it's
But
yeah.
I
The
think
moment
a lot of
Medicare leaves, it
people,
just
for sure.
spirals into a
Why are
shit
you
show.
surprised they're now fucking
Mhm.
back with you when you do
Well, I
something
never fucked
stupid?
with you though, Medicare.
And also,
That's the thing.
never
Like, I
bring
didn't fuck with
Keemstar
you.
on
There was
anything.
no
He's a
reason for you
fucking
to pile
douchebag.
on. That's
Yes,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
Do you feel you're owed something that I can't?
Keemstar
laugh at something
in the
monumentally
quartering.
stupid?
Yes, it's-
Tell me
Yes.
what I did that ever offended you or like fucked
Fucking-
with you.
I'm Ralph. I'm
It-
telling you, I
Margo
laughed
is
because you
fucking
literally got
water-
beaten up for a person of 40
Monitoring
countries.
this, right?
That's not
Mhm.
okay. Well, you know what?
Why the
That's
fuck was
not
Keemstar
fucking
even there?
funny. Like, I don't even. But it's like
because he likes to hear his name in lights. Look, Keemstar is one of those
I thought you had thicker skin than this. You present yourself as that.
whores out there that
rattling
just
the fucking
likes to
pill
be
bottle and talking about a stolen purse.
mentioned all the time. So he's a glamour whore. He needs to be everywhere.
Yeah, he I think
Do you think this is a
Jarbo even
24-hour
says
op
on
that I've
stream
decided
that
to take
Keemstar
even
was
Ralph down?
messaging him
I'm
asking to be
I'm
on.
working my way through the secondary show.
I believe that.
I think he did that on purpose.
Look, Keemstar showed up during the Jarbo flagging thing, and he came in really hot.
Flamenco show because he challenged me to a video.
And then he stayed afterwards.
Because I like anime.
I don't know, man. It just seemed but you're rattling your pill bottles on every show. You're talking shit about me.
Ralph, if I wanted to fuck with you, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I cannot stand Keemstar.
Ralph, if I wanted to fuck with you, I'd be streaming.
Drama Channel questionable.
I'd be streaming with Nick.
But people like it.
You co-signed the Andy stream when they went
I mean,
to my
it's
house
not.
that night. Honestly, that's.
I don't have anything against his channel per se or his content. It's just him personally. Like his personality is excessively annoying.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And he's a hypocrite, and he's a moral fag, which is the biggest issue I have. Is I cannot stand moral faggotry. It drives me insane.
So it came to my house, and so that was a different segment. But there was a segment.
And he just ends up being factually wrong about things, which drives me nuts. Like during the whole, what was that guy's name that got accused of being a pedophile? Yeah, the kid was he was like 21, had sex with a 17-year-old, and Keemstar said that was illegal and shit, and all that. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, if you look at the
actually, it depends on the state and province and country. But if he's in a state that has legalized it, where consenting age is from 25 down to say 16,
yeah, well, the age of consent where he had sex with that woman was 17 in that state.
Yeah.
So and she was actually exactly of the age, and he was calling the guy a pedophile. But the problem with saying that also is pedophile. Nobody knows what it means apparently. So.
Well, because again, pedophilism has been exploited to a point where no one really fully understands it. I mean, it's bad enough that the extreme left is pretty trying to take it over and put it within the actual LGBT community as it is, even though it's.
Well, actually, what was genius about that was originally that was a 4chan joke.
Yes, I know.
And then it just became like an actual thing, and it's like, dude, why?
I'll put you like this. Stay 11, Oklahoma. So, whenever I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, she had a little sister. And I think at the time she just turned 16. And she started dating someone who was, I think 24. Because, I remember that because he's about 3 years younger than I was.
Yeah, that's common.
And then the two of them started dating, and she ended up getting pregnant. I fucking threw a fit over the whole thing. However, in the state of Oklahoma, as long as the parents says it's okay,
agree,
it's perfectly legal.
I mean, I believe in Oklahoma the age of consent is 16 anyway, or 17.
All right, age of consent 17. It can be 16 if the parents consent to it.
Okay, yeah, it's the same thing in Missouri, almost identically.
Yeah. So that's people need to shut up about that unless they know what they're actually fucking talking about. All right.
But yeah, no, but not only that, like even if she was 15, that's still not pedophilia.
No, it's completely fucking creepy, but it's
it's creepy. It falls under statutory. But a lot of people say pedophilia is some like stupid blanket term when that actually explicitly means prepubescent.
Yes, I know. Actually, the issue would be heterophilia, but no one really knows about that.
All right. I'm gonna continue with this.
Yeah, but what about the
She was,
response to
like,
that, Ralph?
cowering and like, you know, she could
Ralph,
never get over it. I'll
what
be
about the
real, but it was
response to
like-
that though, Ralph? I mean, you say she was fucked up over it.
Good.
She had something bad happen to her.
Well,
Fine.
she was scared.
But no. What
Like,
I'm asking, I'm not arguing that, Ralph. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is, if she was so scared and fucked up over it, why did you then try to own Andy Worski and immediately leave the country? Wouldn't you stay with your wife who's scared?
Well, and I know that's the talking point.
No, I'm asking you why. Why do that?
Well, I'll say this. First off, she was never in danger because Jesse PS is a
So
faggot.
why did you say that she
So
was
I
scared?
never worried about her personal safety. The reason she was scared at first is because she didn't know who it was, not because it was Jesse PS or Worski or anybody else. It was because like, oh shit, it was because I messaged her and I said, oh, somebody's outside. Holy shit, that was what got her worked up. That being said, if somebody showed up outside your house right now, you would be worried. Jim,
Ralph,
and
here's what I do. Here's the simplest answer. You don't answer the door.
You fucker.
You don't answer the door, Ralph. Easy.
Dude, Jim.
Hey, knock. Not interested.
I'm serious. Like, are you serious? Like, if somebody fucking came to your house, I've had this happen a number of times, and I realize, I put my name out there and everything else, but you're like halfway in, halfway out too. You're not an anon. People know who you are in reality. And
yes,
so,
Ralph, I've been doxxed multiple times.
Well,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. But like, what, you can't sympathize with this at all? Like, I hope people listen to this and like actually get some.
No, I'm confused that you present to the internet that this was a traumatic event for her, but then you're on a plane to teach the A-logs. Makes you seem disingenuous.
I said she was like frightened for a second, like 30 seconds, like, oh my god, who's out here? Once she saw it was Jesse PS, it's like, well, he's a faggot. I didn't say she was like cowering in fear, could never fucking recover. What I'm saying is, by the way, when I came home today, people had dumped shit out in front of my door.
When you say shit, do you mean stuff or actual shit?
I mean, like corn cobs, actually, is what it was.
Come on, are you fucking serious?
But what if I came and took a shit on your front porch? Like, do you think it would be as
You're telling me people drop corn cobs in your yard?
Yeah.
Do you think it was Jesse?
Probably. But by the way, Jesse has to fucking, like, my fiance put out a fucking order against him. So I hope it was Jesse because he's going to go to jail if it was Jesse. But either way.
Who the fuck's Jesse?
And then, Ralph, I guess the other question related
You
to this.
believe that would probably be Gator?
You had no. Wait. You promoted the Frank Hassel and Boogie thing.
No.
You promoted.
I haven't been paying attention to what many legal responses that Ralph has.
I'll let you do whatever you do. But if somebody took a shit in front of your front door right now, or if I was,
Though I do have to ask you the question here, Drago. If somebody decided to come to your house, what would you do?
You want my honest reaction? I tell you two things.
Guns.
The
answer.
That is funny. And then
okay, like, you're asking me what now?
What would you do if some crazy person decided to come to your house at your door?
I would say you're trespassing, and you're suspended sentence.
I'm not opening the fucking door. Why?
You can't
there we go. Logic would dictate don't open the fucking door. Don't unless you have
I mean, what else are you looking for here? I mean,
no, just you're doing common sense.
You don't.
I'm gonna look at my people and go, "Who the fuck is this?" Am I asking, "What the fuck do you want?"
You leave the door closed, and you shoot your gun through it.
I have a peephole.
No. Again, I also
look through the peephole and go, look through it and go, "What do you want?"
Look, both of those answers are beautiful. I love them.
Right,
if you refuse to leave off my property, I've got 2 dogs.
Yeah, again, both answers are great. I love it.
Fido.
Oh no!
Fiasco.
Time out. The Boogie fiasco is different. Boogie invited him and then showed up to the door with a gun. That was on Boogie.
Yeah, that's all on Boogie. The autistic spectrum.
You gotta open the door and give a warning shot. That's what the pros do.
Jesus Christ!
Okay, God damn it!
No,
Look. Okay, so where I live, we have a castle law. They have to force their way in first, then you can shoot.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends. So on which state. So my state has castle doctrine too, but I don't have to wait for them to like burst in. They just have to show up on the property and appear threatening. In fact, they don't even have to show up on the property. If I'm in my car at Walmart, my car is an extension of that property. So if I'm in the car and somebody tries to like break in while I'm in it for some reason, I can shoot them through the window. Like so in Missouri it's a lot more lax, I guess, but yeah.
I'm
continuing.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that.
It's resentment, animosity.
Like people think that I can't be my own man or something. And this guy's talking shit about me all the time. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, so other people are giving you shit for pill bottles, and now you've got to come teach me a lesson because you've got goaded into
it's not teaching you a lesson. It's like, why even? I don't say shit about you. Like, I don't know. Why do you think if it was anybody else, you know what I mean? Like going out.
We're almost over. I mean, the thing with Ralph and Ethan here is about an hour.
Whoever like covering you. Or
Yeah, that's the thing. And then between Jabo and Ethan, it was like 2 minutes.
That's probably a bad example
Yeah.
to bring up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems like, and again, all these times, like there was nothing stopping you. Even now tonight, it's like I won't come on the Killstream. It's like, why not? Like,
I'll tell you why. Is it my fucking job to get you money and fame? Like, how
No,
long do I have to
Yeah.
drag your ass
Watching
through
that
the internet
stream
to the
made me
minefield it
feel
is?
better about using the
No,
word
no.
like.
You like to talk about biggest in the South.
Yeah, there you go.
Your show you had viewers. When I left, you didn't.
I
So
still
am I
kinda
supposed to come
doubt-
on and get you fucking money? Am
Are
I
you telling me
here
this
to
thing's
be
an
on
hour
camera?
long?
Jim.
Yeah, this is an hour long of Ralph kind of
Augustine.
going in and out of
Jesus
consciousness
Christ,
and
Augustine.
spurgery.
There you go.
Augustine,
Like the
whatever
saint that you
whatever
pretend to be
you call
religious.
yourself, like the saint of faggotry.
Ralph is upset with
Uh-huh,
about
yeah.
Daddy Jim
Bring
not
money.
giving him
That's all I
money.
hear from you. I want money. Come on my show, make me
Nobody
money.
cares about you, Jim.
Yeah, he
go
should
down.
just
You
come
obviously
out
do.
and
You
just say,
sucked my dick
"Touch
for
me,
2 hours
daddy."
to have this
Look,
conversation.
I
Look
try
at
to
the
see
smile. You know I'm telling the truth.
people.
It's breaking through. You know I'm telling the truth.
What did you tell him the truth about? What?
You sucked my dick for 2 hours because you wanted me to come on, and then
No,
you bitch and say,
because, like everybody wanted to see it, right? Like, I mean, what the
"But
fuck?
yeah, because your show's shit without something fucking put together and entertaining,
No,
right?"
it's not. I was making money before you came.
Oh yeah, $200 off Richard Spencer debating the 18th Twitter pedophile is really riveting shit.
Well, that's all I
Yes.
need, nigga. What are you talking about?
Wait,
Well,
what?
that was all.
Well, apparently you need more
Okay.
because you're calling demands.
Okay,
All
Sparky. Basically, this is when we had the Bloodsport time frame.
Oh God.
So that is basically where Jim is kind of referring to at this moment. So before Jim became one of the main competitors on Bloodsport, it was supposed to be like a debate channel. Versus whoever Ralph decided to pick versus whoever they decided to get, and one of them just happened to be Spencer, and it was boring. We'll put it that way. It was boring until they got into the more crazier shit, the Jerry Springer stuff that unfortunately Medicare brought in and they made bank on. They made a
Literally, they're
lot of
making
bank
money
on.
off of Medicare.
Dude, anybody that has Medicare on his show or mentions Mr. Medicare in some way, or the Internet Aristocrat, or any of the multitude different names that Jim has had throughout his internet career, has made bank.
Wow.
And and the moment he leaves and does something completely different on his own, they lose money because Medicare is not there. Medicare draws. A good reference is like current wrestling versus old wrestling. For example, Hulk Hogan drew asses in seats. He drew whether you liked him or not. He drew. Current wrestle. You kind of hard to find who's the draw anymore because there's no interest anymore. There's no intrigue.
Well, that's because WWE kind of just fucking sucks now.
Oh, I agree. They went downhill the moment they took away the ability to draw, having a show centered around a character. I mean, WWF at the time frame was centered around mostly Hulk Hogan and his collective.
See, I thought that where it went downhill was whenever they started focusing more on female wrestling. Nobody gives a fuck.
Female wrestling can hold its own.
Unless there's a Jello pit.
No, it can hold its own. But continue.
So, yeah, all right. And I sped it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
You've been talking about me for 2 weeks.
Oh, it needs to be on the Killstream. We need to have it on the Killstream.
2 weeks, Jim, Augustine, or whatever the fuck you call yourself.
How are you having this? Do you have head trauma? Augustine, there you go. Fucking shit.
Does it bother you when I mispronounce it? Oh, it's not like I did that on purpose, Yankee faggot.
Well, no, it seems like you're desperate to get my real name out there, so let me help you, drunk.
Yeah,
it's Augustine.
Go ahead, get it out there. I'll be paying a visit to your town. Don't worry.
See, listen to you. You cry and cry about being
not to.
harassed, and then you're like, I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you.
I've done nothing to you but laugh. Look at yourself.
Okay,
You're
well,
fucking
I'm gonna
insane.
Laugh. I'm gonna laugh myself.
Oh, you're gonna laugh yourself?
Yeah.
Are you doing a Godfather voice, or you just the pills kicking in?
Nah, I'm just saying, fuck you, bitch.
Oh, Thug Life.
Pills
Alcohol
kicked
kicked
in.
it in.
Yeah.
Alcohol
Can you give
kicked
me an
in.
Nah.
Nah, oh, Thug Life. Look how tough I am.
Yeah.
Internet's harassing me. I'm so sad. Stop it. I'm gonna teach everybody a lesson.
Kicks in. Is this when the cancer kicks in?
The cancer's ongoing,
Is it
dipshit.
really hitting you? Yeah. I can't wait. I'll piss on your grave.
Oh.
Do you really think you're gonna low me? You won't, dude. Don't worry about it. You know me. You already know.
Like, that's something to be proud of.
I've gotten so far down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never gonna outlaw you, Ralph. There's no way to physically do it.
Gravity ain't gonna save you and your fucking greasy Korean horror. You're both going straight to hell.
Look at there, you did it again.
You're both going straight to hell.
I don't bring up any of your family, but you jump right into it, and then cry like a bitch when the internet does it.
I don't cry.
You cry like a little bitch. Hey, my girlfriend's so scared. She's so scared of the Pampers.
No.
They left corn cobs. How would you like it? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna go to Gators College and tell everybody he's a white nationalist to try to blacklist his life.
Why not? He fuck with me. Why not?
Oh, cool. So you think it's cool when it happens to Nick
I
Fuentes?
think it's cool to fuck with somebody who fucks with you.
Okay, good. I'm glad you like that happens to Nick Fuentes. How about Dick Masterson? Is it cool when it happens to him?
I like anybody who fucks with me getting fucked with. Period.
Do you believe that principle applies to Nick Fuentes and Dick Masterson?
I don't apply it to anybody.
Do you believe it should? Should they all live thug life?
No, because I don't have a black and white view like you, because you're a fucking retarded.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
I have
double standards. That's what that's called.
People who fuck with me deserve what they get. That's what I have. That's my standard.
Yeah, double standards. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, no, it's just the truth. Thank you.
The truth is they're double standards, Rage Pig. Jesus, keep up.
Well, I mean, it's the truth. I don't lie about it. I mean, that's the standard you have too, but you just don't want to say it.
You said, told people, oh, Jim doxes. Who did I dox? Can't name anybody. You said, oh, Jim attacked my family. Oh, you point me to it. You can't point me to it. Oh, Jim does this. You can't point me to it. It's all these examples of fictitious shit in your drug-addled mind.
Are you going to talk? We can end it early, but I do focus on the doxing thing.
Go ahead.
Because it's like, you know as well as I do that the whole doxing, oh my god, so and so's a dox, like, it's retarded, right? That's like completely.
I publicly stated. I think I publicly stated that there's a difference between when you dox somebody and you do life ruination. What you're doing is life ruination.
Okay, well, what's he doing then? What is the thing?
Wait, what is Gator doing when he shows DMs and talks about what a shit boss you were that underpaid him? Probably shitting on you, Ralph. That's what he's doing.
Well, I didn't underpay him for one thing.
You paid him 150 to 200 when you're making 5 to 10 grand a month.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt for doing that. That's why Gator's not there, and Zidane's not there, and Flamenco's not there, and all your co-hosts leave.
You know what?
It's very elfish of you, Ralph. How you pay your co-stars.
So it's like, okay. It's like, this is a guy who said he was my best friend and cozied up to me for years and years and said he would never leak things and never go against me and never do this and never fuck with my family. And then it's all on the front page. So you know what? You can say everything you want, but you have no fucking clue what it's actually like. And so you can sit here and you can claim.
So Ralph, how bad would things have to be if your best friend, like you said, of 8 years has turned on you?
Piece of shit. And I'll tell you.
No, but if he did it, why would he do it? If you're such close friends, how bad must you be acting?
He did it.
I mean,
you know why?
Jim's got a point right there.
True.
Yep.
I think he did it because he thought I was going to go after him. That's why.
Jeez, I wonder why he thought that.
I wasn't going to. That's the thing. Like,
oh yeah, the words of an angel, right?
I literally wasn't. Like, I have nothing on him. Like, I don't have. That's the thing. Like, he's taking all these screenshots and doing all this shit. Like, I have no Gator folder. I have no. Like, I could have one if I wanted to, but I don't have any.
No, he has one
on him or anything.
You're right.
Because like this, I mean, to be quite, you can say what you want, but like, this is one of my best friends, to be honest, if not my best friend. And so like, I didn't sit there.
I'd use past tense.
Right,
I don't think he likes you.
Definitely was. He's a piece of shit. Now I wouldn't piss on him if he's on fire. But the thing is, like, at the time, like, I didn't set up a fucking dossier. Like, I didn't sit here and think, oh my god, what am I showing Gator? Like, he literally fucking was threatening to kill himself 3 months ago because of a bad test at his nursing school or whatever. Like, I didn't sit here and say, oh, let me screen cap that, Jim. Jim will think it's funny 3 months from now. I didn't sit here and say that. You understand? And all that shit fucking happened, and all the shit in real life fucking happened. And so for him to sit here and go that route.
Well, I gotta go.
Alrighty, we'll talk to you later.
Have fun.
Yeah, I gotta play some Magic the Gathering with somebody. So
try not to poke
signing this, huh?
Come to my house.
Try not to shit on that.
Why are you pinning it on Gator? No.
What?
You don't get to do that.
Try not to shit on that.
Okay.
Shit on what?
Actually, you're more
Magic the Gathering.
Why would I shit on it? I'm so
What are you
confused.
talking about? What's
And that was priceless.
Okay, let me
Yes, I know.
Whatever. Okay, bye.
Later.
Is the same stream where the
The Gilded Poo is left.
Or whatever
Bye, Vlad.
Yeah, so at the end of the stream, you're like, oh, it's so funny. Well,
He had a shit ending.
Did I like the fucking gym video?
No, it's like you co-sign basically what they're doing to me. And that's how anybody would take that. It's like,
God, I hate that bullshit.
Fucking paranoid, man.
You co-signed. How the
You think that's crazy? Do you think?
Because he was on it and didn't say anything about it.
Yes, I think you're out of
Okay,
your
that's
mind.
crazy. Okay, you know what? I might be crazy, but I don't really think that's crazy. And I'll ask the chat. So,
Ralph, I'm sitting here calling you a rage pig and talking shit to you. Do you think if I was holding back that I wouldn't admit that if that was the case?
I just don't think you make any sense, right? Like, so you co-signed the very end of
So
the stream
says
where
the
they-
rage
I co-signed
pig.
the video related to me shaking pills because that is something I find funny.
So you don't think that
He's not wrong.
Somebody who was watching the stream would say, "Hey, Jim supports people going to Ralph's house."
They can say whatever they want.
Okay, well, you don't care. Well, then I don't care about you, right? Like, so, like, why are you offended?
No, why are you acting like I need to be on like the defense for you? I'm not. I'm like, am I on your team?
Well,
Are we a
what I'm
football
saying
team?
is you're acting like I'm out of bounds talking about your fucking.
Because you're writing fan fiction in your head. It's fucking weird.
Okay, well, you started it. Is what I'm saying.
You literally wrote it as that. You're writing fan fiction in your head.
Do what you did. You took it there. Is what I'm saying.
What did I do?
You co-signed motherfuckers coming to my house.
This is what I'm talking about. You are
Okay, you're
paranoid.
telling me you know you did that. Like, just admit it.
You are
Okay,
paranoid.
so you co-signed that segment.
Wow.
Of that show. Okay.
Why do you think I screen capped it?
Why couldn't you just say?
I'm glad I missed this.
No, what you want to say is why.
This is pretty much the Ralph and Mail going further and further into the shithole.
Shithole, dude. What the fuck?
I literally can look up the clips. He was shitting all over you, dude. Shitting all down your throat.
I mean, look, it was better than a selection of a tranny girlfriend or the California teen that is the mother of his child.
I'm sure he fucking sees about
Say what?
Yeah.
Oh, hold the fucking phone. What the fuck? He got a
Faith.
Yeah, the California the California teen who is the mother of his kid, one of two, and they also had a thing for a tranny.
I sound like crazy from my own.
I'm
Hey.
telling you. If you ever take my word for anything,
There's
I
a
will
lot
ever
of history
sound
that comes
crazy.
to Ethan Ralph.
If it's a head trauma,
What the fuck did I miss in life?
Lot.
Set up the timeline. I'll explain.
That's not
Clearly.
one.
Nothing good. There was a lot of drama for the last couple of years. I mean, everybody was locked up, so I mean,
But you're fucked up all the time.
it did happen. I mean, it was during the time frame of the guntoning, but most people didn't pay attention.
Want to know why I think what I think? I'm telling you, because you're fucked up all.
But go ahead.
You're fucked up all the time. You get into a fight with Andy Warski to teach him a lesson right after you sell the internet. Your wife is scared. You hop on a plane to fucking Portugal. You get beat up, have your purse stolen. People make jokes about that. Suddenly you go into full fucking rage pig mode. You're gonna fucking teach people a lesson. And I'm not talking doxing. I'm talking life ruination. You're gonna tell him he's a white supremacist. You want Gator to suffer. You don't want him to work or go to school or anything like that.
I don't.
Way above him laughing at you on the internet. That's a fucking ridiculous explanation.
Okay, I will say this. He went after my family first, and so
how did he specifically?
Well, look, when he made the donation that he made, it became a different type of situation.
Ralph, what? Okay,
He made a donation of $1.
Tit for tat. You just said that when somebody fucks with you, you fuck with them.
I will say this.
Again, I don't like shit like that. I had somebody go at me for the fact I donated to someone because I was criticizing someone. And the criticisms I levied against that person, I levied to them. And people had a fucking issue with it. And it's like, fuck off. They already know. Who cares?
Yeah, I know.
It's stupid.
I know.
It was funny, and it was like I could even see myself doing it. To be quite honest with you, but it was like once he did that, it was like okay, and I did do my Killstream severance package. That's true. And I maybe should not have done that.
Fuck is wrong with this
It's not the
idiot?
first time, Ralph, by the way.
Jim is pulling it out. This isn't the first time that Ralphie's done this.
Alright, time out. He answered his own question within the question. What is wrong with this idiot? He's an idiot.
And I'm pretty sure that Gator knew what was going to happen after he did that. Don't know.
I'm pretty sure Gator doesn't care.
I don't think Gator was expecting to be a white supremacist due to the vitriol that Ralph is decided to go with.
What proof is there of him being a white supremacist? Is it just Ralph saying shit?
It's just Ralph saying it.
Then who cares?
Okay, let's be honest. On the same note that Ralph is a nobody.
Only thing he has to do is just bring up the Killstream with the St. Jude's chat and donations. That's it. That's all Gator has to do.
No. The problem is Sparky is Ralph is a notorious liar. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, Sparky, if you're going to college and I go to the college and start spreading a small rumor to the wrong crowd that you're a white supremacist, what evidence are they going to ask for? None. They're going to take it and run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
No,
either way
that's
you go.
that is the unfortunate thing for most colleges, most Western colleges nowadays. All you have to do is have one lie told, and it will circle around, and you're kicked out of the school, and your entire career is dead.
Yeah,
You've been ruined.
Hang on. Ralph doesn't even have to do that. That just can happen regardless because you had wrong viewpoints. So again, that's
Correct.
like,
But again, Ralph is going out of his way to do this.
Yeah. Ralph
with some
is...
luck, because I really don't think he's got to do anything. Because how much you want to bet some of these people might know who he is and go, oh, he's a shitbag.
The Killstream
not really.
is actually
Yeah.
up. It's still on YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah, Killstream.
Alright.
The Killstream itself, yeah.
He has a stream there because he gets no money.
We're continuing on.
Continue.
So it's like, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Probably that's true. But once he brought that certain,
There's a lot of things
situation,
you shouldn't have done,
I
Ralph.
really feel an inclination to,
Oh yeah.
back down off of it. I guess. I guess you could say. And again, I like. It's kind of it's a sad situation, but it is what it is. I guess you could say on that.
But okay, you're going to seriously tell me you don't think this now sounds insane that you're going to do all this because of a $1 donation?
Well, I'm not doing anything. Like
you're going to go fuck with his life. You've told everybody. You're proud of it.
I was gonna go to Greenville. Oh yeah. Like, you're really scared of that, right? Like,
I know. I'm talking about doing this to Gator for $1. That's what you're saying. The root of it is the $1 donation. You're gonna go try to get a black.
Wow.
I don't like. So I went on air.
Wait, it's over $1?
Yes.
I went on air and basically, everybody shit on me, you included. And I went on air and I was like, oh, it's good to get rid of the dead weight or whatever. And like, he goes on Flamingo show and like just fucking completely trashes me. I mean, what are you supposed to do with something like that? Like, I don't know.
You do a stream and you shit back on.
Laugh.
Okay, well, right. Well, okay. Well, it's like, I don't know.
Supposed to laugh.
He's bringing like personal shit into it, and I'm just the type of guy who's not gonna like let that go. And again, I didn't dox. It was Zoom that put.
Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, it's beyond doxing, right? You want to ruin his life.
Well, he wants to ruin my life, Jim.
How the fuck is he ruining your life?
He did the last week. What do you think? All these 8-hour streams and you sending out 20 tweets of fucking, every.
Because this is a trash fire. You've turned it into a trash fire.
You're telling me you didn't like. You're trying to ruin me. Like that's literally what's going on.
You are ruining yourself, bro.
So
you are ruining yourself. I'm watching this take place in real time. You are devolving down a path of a spiral, the likes of which I haven't seen in a long time, and I don't know why. I don't know if you really got hurt in Portugal and there's some kind of like legitimate brain hurt, or if it's like pills or liquor. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you are spiraling, dude.
Well, I've heard that, and I had some people. You know why I feel like that is a narrative. Basically, is kind of from what you guys said. I will say that I don't really feel.
It's GG stuff.
Like, it seems like you've been going out of your way to shit on me for quite a while. I guess
when I go out of my way to shit on you, it'll look like Jack Murphy.
You ain't wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be right on that. And I will say this: with Gator, we talked, and doing this day to day for a living. I think maybe people don't understand that it's kind of a cutthroat thing.
No, you made it a cutthroat thing.
I talked to him before about Worski had fallen out. Worski never asked me. By the way, I know you talk about money and you talk about all this and that. I've never withheld anybody's money, but I'm also don't offer money either. Like, I mean, I'll be real with you. Like, if people you have to ask for what you're worth, right? I paid Gator per month for things that he did. I didn't pay Worski.
Yeah, but dude, you seem to, wait, no, I don't care about Worski. With regards to Gator, there was an incident about.
I don't. Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I'll let you.
Just one interject, not about Worski.
Go ahead.
Like 2 or 3 years ago, you got into a fight with Gator, and the first thing you hammered him about was how poor he was and how he had to beg you for $300.
That's true, and I apologize for that publicly, Jim.
But it seems like you used him as your financial whipping boy.
But well, you know what actually happened during that episode? Look, I don't think I've ever hidden from this, and I'm not gonna hide from it now. I've had problems.
Kind of hard for you to hide from anything with that gun.
Well, I mean, didn't he try to find God? I mean, God didn't have to find him. It was pretty easy.
Yeah, when I was 21.
Okay, well, you know what? Don't act like you're holier than thou.
I'm not. I'm just setting the record straight. That was, 20 years ago.
Well, you know what? You just had to set the record straight. Why can't Anyway, whatever.
Because you keep making shit up. We have to go through it.
I made your DUI up?
No, but you made about 5 things before it up, so I just want to make sure.
I didn't know I was older than Medica.
Oh, so you did get a DUI, to be clear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When I was 21.
You
It was
did
about
receive
20 or
DUI.
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've had problems with that. I forgot the fucking main question that you were asking, but
Of
course.
The financial thing with Gator before, and you treat him like a
yeah, but
financial
I
whipping
paid
boy.
Gator got thousands of dollars from me, and it's not, you can
Oh,
just.
for the course of years, dude. Come on. It's pretty elfish.
Okay, well, Gator literally has been on the Killstream like maybe 25 times in the last 5
Wait a minute, he was a co-host of a trio.
7 years that you've been doing
Okay,
it.
well, Gator.
Yeah,
I
he's
said this
been on.
air
He's
before, like Gator.
been on a lot of streams, probably.
Necessarily.
Every
capabilities of
fucking
his
Ralph
institutional
report,
knowledge
Gator's been
of the
there
Killstream
for the most
itself,
part. Him
which
and
he would keep
Sedan.
in mind, which I've said before. So yeah, I mean that was Gator's main quality. So
What about his accusation that you had promised Sedan and him $33,000?
I heard that, and I never actually heard that from him before. Then
Did
actually,
you promise it ever?
no,
You never promised him any YouTube revenue.
I never did, and I heard that, and I was like,
Zidane will never come forward with a story saying that you did.
I don't think so. No,
There are never going to be logs that are going to pop up where that's mentioned.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I know there won't be any contracts that pop up where I says I did for sure. So if there's any contractual agreements where it says I did, you could let me know, Jim. But I don't think you'll see those.
I'm sure more elves will get involved.
Yeah. If you have some mystery contracts, you probably would have already shown them. But yeah.
No, I'm literally asking this because it's going to be embarrassing if that happens.
What I'm saying is like, so Worski clearly was upset about money. Do you know Worski was left for dead and completely broken, and you pissed on him, and everybody else pissed on him?
So then why are you surprised I laughed at the...
No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm just like chagrined. I guess would be the word. It's just like
Chagrined.
wow. Worski was
Yeah, that's a word.
And he had 20 viewers, and I said, Worski still has talent. He's still a host. He's a fucking good host, and he's funny, and he's got timing, and it's like bring him back. And I brought him back. Me. That was my decision. Do you understand? It was not Jim.
And he
it was
fell
nobody else.
farther
Everybody
than
else
he's
was
ever
just-
fell
everybody
up
else-
before
else
after
liked
that.
him for dead.
Mm.
And I said, this guy's got talent. Let's do this. And I've done that with a lot of people. And
Washups don't have talent. Sorry.
I will agree with
I
you.
know.
I hate that it feels like this with me and you because we've known each other for a while. It is what it is, though, I guess. I feel like you kind of went all in on trying to sink me.
I have not gone all in. It would look much different. It would look way fucking different. You know it. You fucking know it.
You know I still like you. Like, I can't help it. Like,
Not wrong.
It is what it is, and I know you're going to piss on me, but
I'm a half after that Jake Gyllenhaal shit.
we've known each other for many years. It's kind of surreal. By the way, I think we're still on Monday Matt's channel.
Yeah, we are. Matt's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I am just listening for a moment where I might be needed, but in the meantime, you guys have been great. So keep it up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And by the way, I know I want to say this earlier. Of course, when I get attacked personally, I have a tendency to lean in on the heel type activities. And of course,
I believe the term is rage pig.
yeah. Well, I don't know that term.
I'm surprised you can lean.
I have a
No,
tendency to
I
lean
mean he does get a little drunk, and it does help.
Gator kind of, invited that type of activity. That being said, I didn't actually reveal his name or anything like that.
I mean, I get drunk on
Just get on
streams
stream, you play
a
the
couple
video.
different times, but
Yeah,
I don't do
like,
nothing like
okay,
this.
well, everybody knows
Yeah,
who
that's
I am.
true.
Live
What the
stream
fuck,
drunk.
bro?
Why would you make an obvious lie that's just
Well,
contradicted in a second?
I haven't live streamed drunk on my. I haven't live streamed drunk on my channel the longest time, but I did I was on Doc's channel last week, and I was kind of hammered. A lot of.
Yeah, and you were told never to come back. Drug version of you, anyways.
Those are two
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like you're
Really?
now, Ralph.
Yes.
No. It's like Lily. The next day, Doc came in. He's like, "Look, I can't believe I gotta tell you this. Sober Sparky come in all the time. Drunk Sparky is banned from the channel from ever coming on ever again." And it's like, you do know
What?
both Sober Sparky and Drunk Sparky are one and the same. The only difference is Drunk Sparky just doesn't keep a lid on it.
Yeah, that's the problem. But yeah, no, that was during one of the insomnia stream. He wanted me to go over there to argue or to debate. It was like almost 3:00 in the morning. I wanted to go to sleep, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm just give me whatever it is you want me to look at later, and
Yeah,
I will look
from
at it.
like 1 or 2 a.m. to like 9 a.m. That's
Yes.
yeah.
Then I woke
It's a
up
long night.
Yeah, then I woke up and then I kind of looked over to the insomnia stream, going, "Oh my god, it's 8 hours." No, not doing that.
All right, continue on.
Okay, so what? Oh, well, let me ask you this: what, he's supposed to be above that?
I never said he was.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying, if you're going to be honest about it, be honest about it. You dox him because you're mad.
You're right. Okay, so like what? But you know for a fact. I want to go back to the discussion I had just a little bit earlier. Like this whole doxing is like burning witch fire thing. You know that's bullshit, right? Like that's fucking crazy.
Ralph, I draw the line, and I've always said this publicly: life ruination. You start showing up and try to fuck with people's works and their family life and their job and their church.
Showed up to my house in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but Gator didn't. Ralph.
That's true.
Gator's not planning on doing it, is he, Ralph?
Well, I don't know what he's planning now.
Well, with your fan fiction bullshit, who knows what you think? You probably think he's hiding behind the sprinkler.
You said I was trying to fucking kill Gator a couple of days ago.
I literally have never said that, and you'll never find a clip of me saying it or a tweet of me saying it.
They weren't saying that on air, though?
You said I said that.
Okay, well, you weren't fucking promoting.
You sure attribute a lot of shit to me that I don't do, Ralph. Don't get mad at the people that are doing it, Ralph.
It's important, though. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I never did anything to you. Like, it's like, why? I don't know.
You're asking me to hold people back? Is that what you want?
No, but it's like, you don't have to support it. Like, what the fuck?
You've made me pay attention to it because, as I've said, you've gone into a tailspin and it's become a dumpster fire. What are you doing?
Well, you're right about that. I'll say I should just not respond. But
You're right.
When you're hearing,
Yes,
yes. You can't respond. You can
listen.
Shit in the world. You can tell people Gator's a massive fake and you hate me and I have cancer. I don't give a shit. But it's that life ruination line. You're playing with fire with that shit.
No, do you not understand? This is my life. Fucking super chats and restreams and all this shit. This is what I do for a living. And so all this shit you're talking about life ruination. You've been trying to ruin my life. You do it to yourself, though. Do you not,
Ralph? I've been watching you ruin your own life for a week straight.
Okay, you know.
You're going to deny it with how you've been behaving?
You know what? I will say this. I don't think that I've acted appropriately in every response in the last week. I think that's
all
true.
responses.
But I also think it's been a lot of people taking liberties too. It's like, oh, he's down. Let's kick him. You know?
Nobody wants to be the bottom of the gangbang. I get it. But, you're up at bat because you've done some dumb shit. You could have responded differently, but you're going all in on this psychotic, I'm going to fucking ruin people shit. And it's just going to make it worse for you. How can you not see that? I know you're not that dumb. I know you see that what's going to, you must know it's just going to escalate. You're telling everybody it's okay. You're basically saying, I'm fine playing by these rules. You don't want to play by life ruination rules.
Dude, you basically said that when they came to my house. Do you not understand? Like, do you not understand how
we've already been over this?
Yeah, I know you didn't co-sign it specifically, but what people think is what they think, right? Like, do you understand? Like, I don't want to say optics, but like, it's like,
he's just trying to throw the blame off himself.
You know
he is reaching.
It is, but like,
that's the normal thing that he does, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
That's not fucking cool, dude. And
Jesus, dude, why do you think that is? Look at what you've been doing for the last fucking 2 weeks.
I'm just saying, man, you wouldn't be so cavalier.
I'm not trying to be cavalier. I'm trying to point out to you that your exact actions on the internet are drawing attention and making people do that. Because now you've told them, this fucks with me, this messes with my head. If you do this, you're going to get a reaction. You've waved that flag to the internet. And you've also told them, game on, everything's on the table. That's the most idiotic thing you could ever do.
So
you could have got mad. You could have told people
to insult you, but like, what's my alternative? Change my name? Like, seriously? Like,
your alternative is to fucking act like it's the internet. Talk shit about Gator. He's releasing DMs. Talk shit about it. You can make all the fucking jokes you want.
Folder on him, dude. I didn't save a folder. This was my best fucking friend. I didn't fucking save like a fucking burn.
You could have laughed about it. You could have played the heel about it. You could have said, "Yeah, I paid him $100 a month because he's my gimp."
Man, what the fuck?
You could have called him a gimp. But it's not good enough. You feel like you're not getting the one up, so you want to fuck with his real life.
Fucking DMs that my fucking. The woman's about to give birth to my child in 2 months was worried about my drinking. He's leaking that. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? I don't have anything on him, and he's playing this.
Look at what you're doing now.
Feel sorry for him.
You're giving more materials to people. Stop it.
He's leaking DMs where people are worried about your drinking. I mean, look at you tonight. You sound drunk to me, man.
I'm drunk for sure.
Okay, so you're saying he's leaking DMs where people are worried about your drinking, and now you're back home after getting beat up in a foreign country, drunk, raging on the internet.
Dude, you haven't left your house in 6 years. How the fuck?
But I'm not drunk screaming about how I'm going to teach people a lesson in Oklahoma.
I would rather be drunk screaming than not having left my house in 6 years. You're pathetic. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's like, Ralph, people can't tell you shit without you getting.
Oh, please come to Oklahoma, please, please.
Okay, when's the last time?
Yeah, Jesus.
About 5 hours ago.
So it's not. You actually do go out. It's not.
No, Ralph, I'm chained up in the basement. I'm hiding from Fauci.
Damn.
Well, you act like that. I don't know.
Ralph, I have cancer and
The
autoimmune
fuck
disease.
is
My immune
wrong
system
with
doesn't
this
exist on 100
fucker?
million grams of prednisone
Seriously.
to fight it. I have no immune system.
Ralph is getting to the bottom, but he hasn't reached it yet.
Yeah, that is true. That's a funny joke. I would use that joke. But I'm legitimately sick, Ralph. So yeah, I have to pick and choose my moments when I leave my house for, reasonable reasons. It's not just COVID, it's fucking everything.
Well, you made me smile. That my joke was reality. So, and you know what? And I don't want you to die, honestly.
I don't believe you. I think you hate me. I think you have a deep-seated animosity. Absolutely.
That's kind of fucked up that you actually think that. I
You
don't
just
actually.
admitted to
I
it.
just feel like you're a prisoner to the mob, basically.
Ralph, if I was a prisoner of the mob, I'd have been shitting on you for the last 3 years.
You know what? That's a fair rebuttal to that, actually. But it's like I've never really done anything to fuck with you. Like, why would you? I don't know. It just seems like.
No, we're going back. We've circled back.
Because they don't like this guy. And I'm from this.
Why would I use Pillstream audio on a stream with Flamenco, who was on, the Pillstream?
Why didn't you just come on? I mean,
why didn't I come on your show, champ? Is that what you were gonna say?
Well, yeah. Honestly, you've been on my show 100 times before. Like, is that crazy? I don't think that's crazy.
Dude, you realize how this is coming off, right? I mean,
but it wasn't that. But it was. You know why? It was almost like he's doing this to like not. You know what I mean? Like he's fucking with me on purpose. That's not crazy. That's the normal.
I think you need to not like a vacation.
You know what? Okay, tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong then.
What I'm telling you is you need to take a break, Ralph.
Wait, hold on, wait, and I'll let you speak. When you went on all these shows, you went on there and said Ralph's a fat gun and shook your fucking pill bottle.
Can you send me the audio where I said that?
You shook your pill bottle for sure.
Okay, so you're attributing a whole bunch of shit to a pill bottle. I mean, that really got you fucked up. Why does that fuck you up so much?
What the fuck? That's years ago, dude. Like,
why does that bother you so much?
Because I don't fucking like thinking about that.
The pill bottle specifically fucks you up that much.
I got a lot of reasons why. I don't fucking shake. I don't fuck with you about your worst fucking moment every fucking time you come on air. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know that's your.
Wait, he just. All right, never mind.
Like I said, he's reaching bottom, but he hasn't got there yet.
I'm saying it might be the worst ones you motherfuckers know about. I don't fuck with you like that every fucking time you come. Do you understand? Like, what do you mean? You act like I'm crazy.
I do, because I would think your worst moment would be a tape you uploaded. Like, if you're talking about me, I'd be making jokes about that all the time, posting caps of that all the time if I wanted to be
I can't talk about.
I know. I'm not going to bring it up, but I'm just saying as an example. If I was going to be like a dick and pick what I thought your worst moment was,
I got an answer to that, and I can tell it to you if it was off air, but I can't.
I get it. You can't talk about it. I won't bring it up anymore.
So it is what it is. And look, dude, I'm not saying that I've had some not proud moments. Like I'm not like I don't.
You have a lot of not proud moments, sir.
It's every time the camera comes on you.
Exemplar. That's not the case.
I don't. That's fine. It's just I'm telling you honestly, you're tail spinning. I don't know why the fuck you are, but it's just gonna get worse if you keep going down this road, man. It's just not a road you want to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel. I'll say when I wrote the article about you, actually.
Which one?
Damn.
Well, what's wrong with writing articles too? I actually saw that, and they're like, Ralph's writing in his live journal.
It came off as teenage girl shit.
Wait, he's complaining about what's wrong with the article when you're just having a shit fit about Gator writing an article about you, and it was no better than what you did to him. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, but when it comes down
hypocrite much.
But when it comes down to Ralph, he is not only a podcaster, a alt-right considerable internet personality, because again, he did bring in a lot of people from that direction to have a chit-chat with. Not only that, he's a very outspoken writer for the most part.
The fuck? Who paid him for that?
Oh,
money back.
Well, it depends on where he got his most of his publication from. So,
all right, continue on.
Shit, it's really embarrassing.
That's what I used to do for a living, blogger. Like, it's like, okay, well, I'm just reverting to my roots. Like, what are they talking about? Like,
this wasn't like you blogging about politics. It sounded like you got dumped.
Yeah, but like, it was like, okay, I don't think you've said anything positive about me for any reason in like 18 months, and it's like every time I hear about
what's the positive say?
I actually didn't watch the stream. I will say this: I didn't watch the stream. I just had people tagging me, and they're like, "Jim's saying this." I was like,
"Isn't that the same thing I told Vlad?"
Now, maybe it's an overreaction, but it's just like I don't know. It just felt like you were taking liberties for no reason, really. And so
Hey, Spark.
that's kind of
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I when something spectacular happens, I'm gonna laugh at it.
right.
If it's a new
And
thing,
You
I
know what?
laughed
If
at
I
it.
laugh, you know what? And I'm not gonna like. I'm not
Yes,
really
Ben?
trying to bring this up or like go into anything that you've been through personally too. But if I
I
laugh at your
think
personal
Ben's
life
having
and
issues.
through your name changes, we talked about this already.
I'm
bring
gonna
it up.
pause it. What?
Hey, I'm gonna bow out.
Okay,
Alrighty,
well, just all right. See you later.
See you, man.
we're almost done, but yeah.
Yeah, well, almost.
How much longer?
We're almost to the grand finale.
Yeah, this
How
is
much
the rage
longer
quit.
do we know?
I would say about maybe
5 more
5
minutes.
minutes. Give or
5 more
take.
minutes. Yeah, 5 more
Okay,
minutes because
let's say 5
jumps
minutes.
out. He jumps out in 19 minutes, and we're at 1:14. I've got it sped up.
Okay, I'll stay for
Yeah.
5 minutes then.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Laugh about it.
Well, but like it's like, oh, so it'd be cool. So you're saying it's fine then?
We've literally sat here for 10 minutes at the start going over what my fucking name is. Yes,
Okay,
go
why
ahead.
did you change in the first place then? Like, I mean,
I literally told you we got married and decided to
Circle
fucking change it.
back.
If I wanted it secret, I would have gone to another state where they let you do it. LLCs can be kept secret if you go to another state.
all right. I'm
What
just
do you
saying.
think? Do you think they weren't gonna find me? I posted pictures of my fucking house.
Well, I knew. Well, and actually, and I said this earlier. I talked to Gator, and I was like, "Well, that's definitely." I was like, "That's his house. What the fuck?" Like, he basically just removed all doubt about where the fuck he lives. And then Gator said he thought you did that because you were gonna die soon.
Yeah, not in the best of health. But what I mean,
Well,
what?
that's true. I'm
Well,
just saying
that you can make jokes about that too. That's fine. But
Well,
I
no,
mean,
that's what he said.
should
No,
I?
I'm being serious. I
No,
don't wanna-
no, that's fine. That's fine. Well, like, what am I supposed to hide it? Am I supposed to? You talk about. You
No,
wrote an article. You wrote an article called "Fear," and then you're saying, "But I'm posting pictures of my house." Which is it?
Well, no, he said I actually messaged him when you showed. I didn't. I just saw that you showed the dungeon. I guess as I've dubbed it. And I was like, man, why would he show that? I was like, this guy's been, you're not fully a non or whatever, but you've been a little assiduous about keeping your name a little bit under wraps, whatever. And I was like, why would he show this? Da 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 da. And then Gator's like, I think he's gonna die soon or whatever. That was his. By the way, I'm not making it up. I just want to.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll put the
Draw
blame
for
on
that.
Gator. I see.
Yeah.
But what do you? I mean, you know what? I can't help it. I'm the host still. About the whole, I've never believed this actually that you like faked your cancer or anything like that. I think you've been serious about that.
Yeah, I got cancer. I got cancer,
Yeah,
and that would have been fine on its own. If it had just been the cancer, it would have been easily treatable with chemo and radiation. But there's more shit going on. That's why I'm at internal medicine and Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like, oh, he's afraid to leave his house. I have to plan trips to go to Rochester, where I've got to duck and dive through the sickest people there are with no immune system to go spend 2 to 3 weeks getting fucking every test. Oh, we need a CTA, we need an MRA, we need a normal CTA and an MRI. So it's just nonstop shit of having to go down there, and you're around people from all over the world because Mayo brings in people from all over the fucking world, doing all these tests, coughing their fucking heads off, bleeding from their fucking orifices, and you're like, shit, it's this fucking dance.
Yeah, and again, and I don't know. I've never been, and you talked about it pretty openly, and so I've never been one who said you were faking or anything like that.
Yeah, Ralph, what I'm telling you is you could make jokes about it. You could go with the faint cancer thing. That's fine. Just like the name change shit.
But
Have all the fun with it you want.
It's like, I understand, but it's like, and again, it feels like I'm sitting here saying this, and it's like
He doesn't want to because you just took all the fun out of it.
And the last
Mhm.
week, even here, I'm sitting here and I'm like recounting it like for the reset or whatever, and it's like this is depressing. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
Shit happens. You roll with it. That's life. It's unfair. You deal with it. That's all you can do.
Wow, I've said that many times too. Fuck.
you just yeah. You just got to keep going on. Monday.
I said that to some Dragon's brother.
It's his stream.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only here to moderate, and
I was
you
not
guys
here
were
for that
talking, so
conversation.
there's
Well,
no
Hey,
reason
it's
I-
I
fine.
think we've reached our conclusion.
We're getting close to the end.
Any
I think
questions from your
so.
audience?
The audience has definitely super chatted quite a bit, but I'd have to go through and take a look at some of the. There's some that I can't repeat.
You want to pick a few?
You know what I think would be more valuable is a discussion between us three, not the audience. I think Monday Matt needs to weigh in.
Well,
swear,
I mean, I have my thoughts.
I'm gonna throw myself out.
I'm not mentioning that fucking shit.
No.
That shit was old and dead and buried. But no, look, Ralph. Here's the thing, man. Is like, you are a fucking hypocrite. All right, like
Well,
and you know you're a hypocrite, dude.
I'll mute myself so you two can go for it.
No, I'm not trying to get involved in this shit, but it's like you're out there complaining about people coming to your fucking house, dude. Like I got doxxed 3 years ago with that shit. I've had people come to my house. I've had shit sent to my house.
Sure.
All right, like
people come to my house.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's cool and I don't support it. All I'm saying is like, it's like fucking have some goddamn empathy for other people who you've helped put in those situations.
No, well, you don't understand. Like, well, maybe you do it, maybe you don't. But
I understand a lot more than you fucking think, dude.
Well, let
all
me
right.
speak and I'll let you speak for sure. I actually I do have a lot of empathy for people in our position, I guess you could say. So yeah,
It doesn't.
I don't think.
Don't lie.
Well, let me ask you this. I want an honest answer. How many fucking people have you flagged? Like literally, because I only did 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
Nah, but dude, that's the thing, man. You went at me for a long ass fucking time. All right, you went at me for a long ass time over my kid.
It doesn't matter if you yell about your.
Nah, all I'm pointing out, man, is like if you want me to have empathy over you having a daughter in a couple months.
About your empathy, I hope you die in a ditch.
I'm sure you fucking do hope I die, but the reality of it is we're here and I'm not dead.
I really don't care, Matt.
You do care. You obviously care because you bring it up a lot.
And he's gone.
And he quit.
Oh, did he really leave?
He really left. Yeah, he really left. No, he really left.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, he wants to have those conversations. I'll have him all day fucking long, man. I don't give a shit. All right, I've had people for years try to tell me that my kids ain't my kids. I know they're joking, but it's like, if he's gonna run his mouth like that, if he's gonna cry like that, I'm gonna put it right back in his fucking face. You've said that shit about me. He has paid money for private recordings of me in order to further that narrative. So, he can fucking sit and spin. Like, I don't like Ralph, but like, clearly he's not in a good place mentally right now. You could say maybe he's in a bad headspace. I've been there. Yeah, so I kind of want to see his report history. If I'm being honest, I think it's only fair.
I think it was a fair question too. Since I haven't run yet, let me just say thank you for hosting. You're completely neutral. You didn't interrupt. I hope you got some good super chats off it.
Oh yeah. There's people been very generous for that. Thank you. I think Flamenco wanted.
We're pretty much done. It goes to a shit show after this. So.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. We're done. It's a shit show after this.
That's it. I love the whole fact of. Hey, show us your report history. Yeet.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that. It's not about me. It's about you.
Yeah, well, it's like the whole thing is like you're such a goddamn fucking hypocrite. It's like you want to sit here and bitch and complain. Yeah, don't take this as me trying to defend Monday man. I don't like the man. I really don't. But it's like you gotta sit there and fucking bitch and complain about people coming up to your house.
At least Monday Matt kind of brought up the one thing that probably should have been brought up a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
how many has he actually doxed? See, that should have happened right there, but unfortunately, How many
people has he flagged?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that should have been the counter to that argument, and unfortunately, Matt wasn't thinking I'd give him that. And honestly, he should have never brought himself to that point, and he did it because Matt was trying to cover his lies with the insanity that he was doing, even though it was 13. It was just, he should have been honest about it up front. That's the only argument I'm going to have going forward. He's recovered from it. Slow and steady. He's been harassed with the entire thing. But the only thing I actually will again fall back on is the factor that these people in the drama area have doxed each other, have flagged each other, has fucked around with their own ability to earn, and the only saving grace for them was Jim. And the moment Jim left and decided to do his own thing, well, that destroyed their careers.
Yep.
Oh, man. And the lies that Ralph has going forward, he pretty much had Gator since 2014 as a producer for multiple different shows that he has. Multiple different shows. So, I don't know. Like I said, he's on the verge of getting further to the bottom. He hasn't reached to the total bottom yet. He might have to find God again. That's only if God wants to find him.
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, it happened once, so I don't know. But yeah,
I did like Flamingo's avatar when he came on the stream.
Oh, it was awesome, little avatar. You did the little shake, and that was awesome. But no, I mean it does become a shit show afterwards. At least a 3-hour worth of it.
Yeah. Sound like a shit show from the word go.
But it was more or less Ralph was was pissy at the fact that Jim dared to make fun of him.
Wow.
What Jim does to everybody. He should have been honored that he became the Jim joke for a week.
Yeah. Jim's jokes usually last about a week.
That's because he has something else that he wants to go with. I mean, look, he's still trying to deal with the roasting of Mr. Medicare. And still more shit's coming to his plate.
Yep.
So that fucker, I'm still waiting for. How much of a roast is he willing to put himself through? I mean, really. Because Jim himself is a complete joke as well. I mean, we all know that. So. No.
Yeah, there ain't no
Yeah,
denying that.
I just love watching Ralph flounder like this because you know for damn well he's done that to himself.
Well, that is the beautiful thing about Ethan. He's always put himself in that situation of a limelight, and he comes out smelling very well to a certain degree, and then his ego gets in the way, or his self-loathing gets in the way. I don't know which, but he then goes completely into the shit show. He's done it with his Trove Live. He's done it. Oh fuck! He's on Apple Podcast.
Yeah, really?
His show is being published on or being produced or published. I should be correct.
For now,
on Apple Podcast. For now, I mean he was taken off of the D Live because
I wanted attention to D Live.
Yes. The Trovel Live. That was the other one that he was on. He was taken off of that. He was taken off of you. So he has been in different areas, and each one of those eventually have yeeted him.
Yay!
Do you want to know the estimate of how much he was earning when he was on D Live?
Clemens, I don't care.
Well, it was $25K.
That's not bad.
Monthly or yearly?
I would probably between the period of April till October.
That's not bad. He probably would have broke over 100 grand if he didn't budge up.
And he only paid Gator how much?
$100 a month, give or take.
Yeah. Damn. Dude, you're getting paid more than that to help me fucking edit videos.
I know. And Gator is Gator is a qualified producer, and he should have been able to.
Fuck you, Ralph. Fuck you, you fat fucking gun.
No, and for me, I went to the lowest denomination I can possibly go, and we both agreed on the denomination at the end of it. So
well,
I mean,
first you gotta do it for free. And I said no, we're not doing this for free.
Yeah. And you said okay, and I said okay, fine. And then I looked at and I told you what the extreme price would be, and I gave you the lowest price that a good friend would do. If you're gonna pay me, I'll give you at the lowest price that I could feasibly do it at. And I've been doing a bang up job so far from what I'm getting from you. And
it's not a bad job. It's like every video so far has been spot on good. I say Violet Evergarden for last. I went it's like okay, well the first video's not playing. Okay, that's whatever. Well, I'll skip over and I'll do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it done. Well, it's like I'll wait until he gets done. If he doesn't get done, I'll do the other ones. Okay, I got the other ones done. I went back to that one and looked. It's like, wait, this one's all running together. Wait, this one's all running together too. Oh shit! I think his program fucked up.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, because I have them all separated, and I think when for the Dropbox that we have, I think what they did was they merged everything. Because I just dragged and dropped everything in one good run and just got up and went to sleep. So it does happen, unfortunately, with Google, and they will stitch things together.
Yeah, it's all good. It's whatever happened. I'm just letting you know. Hey.
No. You told me that night, and I kind of went okay, and then I actually literally went through each one of my files that I haven't got rid of yet, just to double check to make sure that I might have fucked up. Because usually what happens is I will take a cluster, and drag it into the file folder for the thing, and then we'll make sure that highlight one and then drag it in, let it do its edit, and then remove it out of its cluster folder, so that once it's then I know how much I have left, and the completion goes into the edit Sparky file that I have for you, and then I drag and drop it into the drive, and I'm like, okay. So I had the edit folder. I looked into it, and I'm going, they're short except for that one, which is about an hour long, and it's because Tyro goes on a tirade, and nothing I can do about that. Every other one of them is about 30 minutes or so.
Actually, the one I mentioned, I had to go back and look because it was a different format. That's why I was like looking at it. It's like MKV. It's like, wait a second. Did I accidentally send an MK? Yeah, I did accidentally send an MKB. But I went back and actually put that in the editor, and I looked at it. It's like there's only like one spot that could have been removed. And it wasn't Tyler. It was Jim Max. It was only me and Jim Max, and that was like Shield Hill 6.
Okay, that one I didn't get a chance to, because with the Shield Hill 6, I know I did that quick one for you on that one, because I was looking at it quick, but I know I did it. But I know I gave it to you. Where is it? I found 7, but I couldn't find 6. I'm going.
I haven't. I only did 5 and 6. I don't think I've done 7.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, 7 I haven't recorded.
11, 17. Because my brain is like all over the place. Because I know that for sure. Because
I literally had to sit back and look. It's like, okay, let me go back through all the files. Let me just click on it and make sure. And it's like, because I seen you added like 7, 8, 9 of 10 of file I ever got, and it's like, wait a second, let me look. The files I got on my computer, the same ones that are on there. I was like, okay, are the ones on my computer still run together like the one in the Google Drive? Look, okay, they're still run together. Okay, that was all right. Note that to Rogue. Let him know when to go.
No. You told me. I did a bit of kind of went, oh, okay, that's weird, and then I did a back research on it, ran through them, going, okay, that's odd. They're fine here at my end. What is he seeing on his end? So I downloaded the one that was stitched. I'm like going, oh, that's gotta be a drive issue. Ooh, and I'm like, well, I can eliminate it and re-upload the ones that are questionable individually, so I know it doesn't get stitched again. Because that's sometimes that I notice it will happen with the drive. It will start stitching things together.
I gotta do it individually. It's on my end, and I went to the point of I actually got the Google Drive app, which actually mounts the Google Drive as an actual hard drive to the computer.
Oh, okay.
So I can actually pop up the folder like a folder on my computer, and then drag and drop stuff like that, which is a lot easier for me.
I've got that app as well. I mean, I just find it easy to do because I want to pull stuff off the actual folder and then look whatever we got. I know I can do exactly the same thing with the app.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here looking. It's like I'm looking through all my drives I've got. If I want to go through all the drives I've got mounted to the computer, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. I've got 14 drives, and that's including the primary hard drive that my computer system's on.
Wait, what, Wesley? $7.99 for what? For my price? I was $5.
Hey, Sparky, I'm gonna tip out.
All
right, talk to you later, Ben.
It was fun.
I hope you enjoyed rewatching the Killstream, or the what used to be the Killstream.
What was the Killstream?
Yes, Ralph, who believed
the Killstream killed itself.
Ralph, who believed he was everything. Killstream everything related. He didn't realize that it was a team effort. Look, GNF, as shitty as a program as it could be at some cases, and no matter how much flack we give each other within the GNF family and that, only $5. I know I'm a $5 footlong. Sorry. And no matter how much flack we give each other, I know for sure that it's a team event. It's always going to be a team event. Hell, I know Penn was worried that she didn't want to be like the Honey Badgers when it came down if we were going to earn money down the road. I'm like going, look, the objective of this show, if we do make money, is one, the business has to make sure it could hold its own. So we pay the business first. Anything afterwards, then we pay the actual, characters that we have with.
Yeah. Well, it's like I got a friend that he was the bouncer at the bar drinking all the time, and he quit the job down there because he started his own business in construction out on the lake, and it's like cool. And he's actually one of the reasons why I drank so much last Saturday, but I'm not gonna blame that on him. We all just had a lot of shots together. So
look, at the end of the day, you were celebrating somebody's success.
He's doing really good for himself. For someone that had a couple felony DUIs and stuff like that.
He's improved over time. That's all it is. Like I said before, I'm willing to give people.
He owns his own fucking business. He's done everything he can to scrape it together from the bottom up. He's got a co-owner in the business, and now he's got a trailer full of tools of everything he's doing. He's got 2 trucks now that's just now been bought for the business. He's bought a barge to go on the lake so he can do dock walk and all that good stuff. He's doing very well for himself. So it's like, yeah, fuck. And the way he's going about it, he's making a lot of fucking money right now on the jobs and stuff. He's not paying himself bankroll. All the stuff he's been doing, he's been putting in for the company itself. So, stuff for company-wise, he's been doing that, and he's always been making sure that the people who work for him get paid first. He doesn't even worry about his own bankroll at the moment.
No, that's bigger. Yeah, no, that's basically what you're supposed to do. I mean, look, I went on my way and gave biddies to people that I didn't have to give up biddies to people within my group, and still would if a lot of them streamed. But no, I mean it's that's what you're supposed to do. Once you get a bit more finances behind you, then you want to help out where you can for the entire group that is. So you look at who needs the funds first. And then you kind of work within that pecking order, kind of going, okay, we've got this amount of funds, but we want to give it to this person here because we want them a little bit longer, and I think they deserve it. What do you think?
And and that makes sense. It's like Anime Watch Club and me on my end. It's like I can't remember who it was. I think there's somebody on Docstream that came at me with this. Is like, why am I paying only a person editing instead of the person who's coming on talking about stuff that I'm talking about on my shows? Like, well, one, it's for fun. We all just watch shows and we sit and we talk about it. It's not like it's scripted. It's not like they have to do a particular thing. All they gotta do is come in and talk about the show, whether they liked it, disliked it. It's whatever. We just sit down and talk about the show and we do commentary on it. And a lot of people come in. Will do that regardless or not if it's being recorded or not. They just want to talk to someone about it, regardless or not they liked it or disliked it. So they're coming in as themselves just to have fun, talk about what they like with me. I just happen to hit the record button, and I happen to have the okay to post it out there. Reason why I'm paying Rogue is because I came up to him and was like, dude, I need help. You offered help.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take you up on that help, but I do not want it for free. Because you are literally doing something extra.
No. And we had that discussion and slight argument a while back, and I begrudgingly came up to the conclusion, kind of going, okay. And I told you exactly what the asking price for somebody who is high budgeted editor, and I told you this is what you'd get as a low budgeted, and you can find that information at Fiverr.com. It's available there. And I'm like going, okay. I will do this for a song and dance just because you want to pay me $5 per thing, and that's no more than $200, give or take.
Yeah, and
we both agreed on it, and then boom, we're done.
And that's for this run. Now,
and if there was any others or whatnot, you could still throw it into my plate and kind of go, "Do you mind doing it?" I'm like, sure, no problem.
Yeah, well, and I'm doing that with Short Hill because of the fact that that's this season, and it's
no, I get it. Like I said before, I'm like going, I'm like going, I'll do it, no problem. Just whatever you need assistance.
And I really would, and this is why I really wish right now. I like doing SCC Watch Club. It's something. Fuck, I've got 400 plus fucking videos recorded. I've got enough fucking content for 5 days a week until like the middle of 2023 right now. It's like,
of course.
It's not like it's any skin off my nose just to upload it. It's just a fact of editing it down so there's no question of, oh, well, there's too much of that. Oh, it's just a fact of trying to get rid of anything that could be going. well, this may be just a little questionable to keep fuckhead companies like Kamiso's from doing shit.
No, and
Could still.
it's something that I mentioned to you while you were having that issue, that maybe it might be time to go into the old files, give 2 different versions: the original file locked away behind a paywall, and then the secondary one that has all the silence kind of knocked out, shortened a bit more, and you kind of go with that.
Yeah, and that is a possibility, because I still have the original files. The original files are not being the only original files I'm being fucked with a lot are the Shield Hero ones, and that's just because of the way I recorded it.
No, I get it.
And the way they're gonna be finished up is the way all the other files are. So if SCC Watch Club gets to a point it's popular, people like it, and it's a slow go. It's got like 9-10 subs on it right now, not a lot of views. That's fine. It's whatever. It's gotta be it was a slow go at the beginning of it. And it was done on the benefit on a channel that had 400 plus subs.
Yeah, and it's exactly the same thing that I have when I throw it in the live shows onto Rogues Retro. It has a benefit that it has over 6,000 people there, and without it, it's kind of hard for it to build. But again, that's the unfortunate factor with any new show. It takes a while for it to become a hit.
Yeah, and what I would like, and it'll only happen, is if the thing blew up and I was actually getting revenue for it. Because right now, it's a net negative for me. It's not anything that's making me money. I don't plan, and that's the thing too. I don't plan on it making money for me. It's just I'm putting it out there because I like it. That's all I'm doing. And a lot of people don't fucking believe me on that shit. It's like, no, I was like, it's like I'm talking to a group of friends. This group of friends, it's being recorded. I do this on the regular, even without the record button being hit. It's like me and KG have plenty of hour upon hour conversations about different shows and topics that if we were to hit the record button, really good fucking content right there. But I didn't. So it's something that's going to happen regardless or not, whether if I hit record or not. What if it's just sitting down, just watching shows with people online that, that I like hang out with and talking to? It's still going to happen. So it's not like, oh, this is a make money bit of it. No, I'm just sharing my experiences with everyone. If everyone likes it, cool. If everyone doesn't, well, cool. It's whatever. You don't have to watch it. You can watch it. You can criticize. I don't care. But
that is the downside when it comes down to YouTube. I mean, it used to be people just did things for the sake of doing things. It was fun and exciting. They wanted to showcase what they were able to do.
I'm trying to keep that spirit alive somewhat.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the revenue aspect came into play, and then people decided, hey, this is how we're going to make money, and that's the worst scenario to come up.
I mean,
with. Like,
I really wish what happens, like, if I did make money off of it, I could fully like hire editors like you full time, going, hey, yeah, these are the shows that need to come up, and me go about, because I've got other things I'm doing too. I've got shit at my house I gotta get done, which I have. I've got a Ford Ranger engine. I've got all the ports for that I have not touched yet because of the simple fact I don't have time. I have a winch that I should have put on the fucking front of my Explorer because it's snowing and icy out here. That I haven't got put on the front of the truck yet. Hell, I don't even have the fucking cables spooled up yet because I haven't had time to do. There's 2 other channels that I want to get up and going. I want to get... I know you can't see this because it's the green screen, stuff like that, but it's a circuit board for a chip tester that I wanted to build. It's a little project, a copy of mine that I want to do. That I can't do because, 1, I don't have time. I want to bring my retro stuff back. I have...
you have a lot of stuff that you want to show off your hobbies. I get it. It is.
No, it's like fuck. I still have like a two Nintendo joystick controllers here that I can still. That's tore apart. That made videos on that I haven't put back together yet. I've got 20 Nintendos in the closet that need repaired and restored, so I can sell them or do whatever with them, repair them. Make content on. I've got a Sega. I've got several other pieces of equipment here that I can do walk on. Fuck, I still got a Macintosh LC2 I've got 12 part that needs the power supply rebuilt on, and see if I can get powered up and going. I still have a fucking Nintendo GameCube I went to go do a HDMI mod on, and I haven't finished yet. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff on that I want to do.
There is one person I would like to finish, just to be on the safe side, because there was a discussion that we had yesterday about the Nintendo Switch, and a certain old person decided that all Nintendo Switches were hackable and jailbreakable, and I kind of went no, because the new one, the Nintendo Lite, wasn't breakable at the moment.
The original Switches. The new
Yeah,
ones
that
aren't
is
at the
what
moment.
again, which is where I was focusing on. I said the Nintendo Lite is the only one that you cannot, and Jim Max put him out there, said it was, and I'm like going, no. So I did my research again, just to make sure my thought process was right or wrong, knowing that hey, somebody may have come up with a creative way to jailbreak the Nintendo Switch without having to use a modding chip. And according to a lot of people who do that for as a business, the only way you can actually do any form of modifications to the Nintendo Switch Lite is to use a chip, a specific chip within the model, in order to jailbreak it. Unfortunately,
And those chips got removed and replaced with another chip that had that feature taken care of. So it's these companies come up with different ways to prevent this stuff from having the jailbreaks done to them, and it's like, yeah, they'll work for old models, but eventually, I mean,
which is the reason why I said which is the reason why I said the only way that jailbreak actually happened, was capable of happening, was the dongle. The dongle allowed it to do a soft reboot of the software, where you can actually implement and put in a new code.
Emulations.
Yes, which once that code got in, now you can add in all the different emulations that you wanted on top of it. But when Nintendo realized that was a fuck up on their end, they rectified it by creating Nintendo Lite. And they made sure that the dongles would not be able, the Joy-Cons would not be able to be removed. It's hard set it to the unit. So the only way you can get into it to change anything software-wise would be going into its hardware.
Yeah,
and adding a chip.
Yeah, that or removing the chip and just creating new code for it. Even then, go up with that, because a lot of the games and the hardware implementations and software implementations they
do a check.
Checks it. Yeah, they do checks on it. Checksums. And but that's actually the same thing that they did. That is an old trick that they do, and I think it got implemented. I think the first game it got implemented in was a Spiral game.
I believe so. I mean, it is.
They start doing checksums at specific points of the game. The game asks for a checksum division from a different chip on the board, and if it comes back to a different sum than what it's expecting, it will then register that it's been tampered with, and then fuck with the game on you, going as far as like deleting save files and doing other things, making continuation of the game far too difficult. The only way around that is to basically rewrite a lot of the code within the game, which has been done, but it's like for the game itself, you can't just rip it off a cartridge and put it on there. You got to have the actual hacked version of the game. So I wouldn't really call that a jailbreak.
No, it's not even a proper hack. It's a workaround, but even that's kind of questionable, because it's not a permanent fix. For example, the PlayStation, the original, the old gray bastard that it used to be, all you had to do in order to do a workaround for the
MM3 mod.
You didn't even have to do that. You know where the
no
the lid.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where the MM3 mod came in, because the MM3 mod allowed you to play, because there was two different software hacks, or two software implementations. One was a reading of the disc, and that's what allowed the PlayStation to determine, is this an actual PlayStation disc or is this just a regular disc? That was the first implementation. Second implementation was region locking. And the region locking was the disc had a specific code on it that read the BIOS on the PlayStation to go, okay, is this good or not? If it wasn't, it told, I can't remember, I think it was a CD drive chip.
Yeah, which
to,
the actual drive shutdown. Yeah.
Yeah, it told the chip to, okay, you can go ahead and read this, and if it was any goes, okay, you can't do this. So
yeah, because if you had there was one workaround. There was one workaround. Okay, I remember doing this because I did it a lot because I had a lot of burnt games. The one workaround,
games, yes.
Yes. So the one workaround was the lid itself, where the actual power connection and the spoke that you had to press down. Yeah, it was part of.
What was it? You put the game. You put an actual licensed disc in. You
disc
turn it
in,
on,
let it spin around,
and whenever it went to its next menu, you quickly
remove
open
it.
up the disc. Move the disc, put the other one in, put it down. That was the one for bun games, but for one for different region games.
No, and then you had the chip that was either installed or there was another format for it before they introduced the Game Sharks and a few other different versions. Because again, there was
the MM3 chip. Yeah, the MM3 chip allowed both of those.
Yes, I know. So that's where I kind of went, well, yes, that's not the one I'm thinking of because I'm thinking of the one where all you had to do was take a spring, and again, it was just simply a spring. And so you have it stuck onto the actual arm of the actual spoke, and pressing into where the where the actual button was, and it would simulate, even though the flap was still open, it would simulate that it was closed. It was in a closed circuit, so that once the disc stopped spinning, because it's waiting for, because if you actually did get a chance to actually watch it, it goes through its opening segment. Then it stops, looks for its next thing, and it goes into... Yeah. Once that's completed, you pull that disc out, you put in your new disc in, and it works perfectly. So yes, it was yes. But it was kind of weird. And I was also contemplating going to, well, I want to add another chip to the actual unit. I'm like, nah. Great and all, but it does have a chance of fucking up with the actual unit. So I'm like, I'll stick with the burnt portion of it. It's a lot easier that way. But yes, and I know they fucked around. You can actually, in the PlayStation 3, you can actually change the the software to a Linux, which allowed you to play a lot of different things afterwards. So great for supercomputers back in the day. Jeez. But yeah, no. Because I know Nintendo's been on a tangent of trying to sue people from fucking up with their hardware.
Well, and they can, but however, they can't really do that because it comes down to stipulation of it's their equipment that they bought.
Yes, I know.
So Nintendo really can't do anything about it, especially since they're not.
Well, they did something major about it. They made sure that certain chips weren't available. So that those hacks wouldn't be available to them, to anybody who would like to do it, because it's kind of hard to find those chips. They're very expensive if you did find one. As well as they came up with a new version of the Nintendo Switch. So hey, there's another one coming around the corner.
It's not only that. It's like another mod, and this is for like the old OG Nintendos. Is like one of the mods for that was, and it was a simple chip, both a registered game and a registered console will have what's called a CIC chip in it. And that CIC chip is super fucking easy to defeat. And it's like this. So the chip is always active unless it receives a signal from receives a high signal from the cartridge. And if it receives this high signal from the cartridge, it will disable the Nintendo and it'll give you the blacking on and off screen. And that's what it was. Is that if you don't put the cartridge in and flip it down, you turn it on and you see that blacking screen going on and off, that's the CIC chip working. It's easy enough. I think it's pin 7. You cut pin 7, you tie it to low, and disables that chip and continuously enables the Nintendo, and there's a fix for that. It's called Blinky Light 1, and does two things. One, it has its own built-in CIC chip that bypasses that, but also makes it to where the connector's a lot better and doesn't lose contact. But that mod can still be enabled on the Nintendo just by cutting pin 7, tying it low, tying it to ground. It's simple. And those are the workarounds that, like, on those old consoles.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
It
real
it it's
simple.
it's a it is a weird it's a weird time frame that we're in. So it's a weird time frame.
Now I don't. Now when it comes down to like the new games and new consoles and stuff like that, no, I don't agree with like jailbreaking them. I don't agree with modding them and stuff like that. That's my own personal belief.
Mhm.
Wait until it goes out. It's like with like the Wii U,
Yeah.
and the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox, stuff like that. Okay, go hog wild. They're not on the market no more. It's like it's whatever. But with the newer stuff, I don't agree doing that with.
I have I kind of sided with you up with you up to a certain point, and then I have a little bit of fallback when it comes down to I have issues with the pricing of certain things.
Oh no,
I
no,
understand,
that's understandable.
and I understand with the pricing, comes another continued of problems in that. So, if the games in that were priced in the most ridiculous value, and again, it's all because of the market itself and in the whales who are willing to purchase them at hundreds of dollars for a shitty ass game that's questionable. We're talking about a little tiny chip that's going to be slid into a Nintendo Switch, little tiny chip, and you want to have that person pay like somewhere between 40 to like $80, depending on where you are. And in some cases, $100 if you're in Australia for a
Why
little
are
tiny chip
they?
to be split. And I kind of go, kind of questionable.
Well, okay. Are they attributing for shipping on that too?
In some cases, no.
Yeah, that's yeah. If they were
And that,
attributing for shipping on that for like modding and all that good stuff,
yeah, I'd be great. I
that's
would
one
have
thing.
an understanding for it, but unfortunately, regions have different value for this little tiny chip that you can get at $20 somewhere else, or cheaper, and it has the same amount of storage space for this game.
Yeah.
And
Now
like, okay,
here's what the game developers need to do. Well, not even game developers, the console makers. Here's what the console makers need to do. Because yeah, you only got 3 consoles out there now. Before there was a lot of consoles. Now it's just
yeah,
you got
competition. Yeah.
you got 3 main console makers. You got Nintendo, you got Sony, you got Microsoft.
Uh-huh.
If they would just take the reins off of it and just open up the software, because
Mhm.
it's the exact same thing that what Steam has done. You
Yes.
have a lot of homebrew makers. You have a lot of
Yep.
indie developers out there, and they put the games out there on Steam. Well, that's only for people who have computers at the time until they get big and are able to port it and do all this and that to consoles. But if the console makers was to allow, hey, yeah, we stick to licensed games, but hey, if you want to make your own game and make it available to people, here's a dev software program. Have fun with it. You will get more people into that than will be to no, we're locking it all down.
Yeah, because I look at sites like itchy.io, and there's a few others that are like that out there. And they have some really good creative games. Hell, Inscription being one of them that showed up on itchy. I think Things Must Be Sacrificed was the original title of the game and was a precursor to Inscription, which is a hot little horror-based game, we'll call it that one. It's a card-based game. And yeah, it's been making a lot of money, but people remember that it was free to play on a system that all you had to do was search for it. It was usually found on the first page because it was that goddamn popular, and so they just marketed it as a full game with more of a story, and here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's available to you on YouTube and everything else, and it's what, $10 for the game or something like that, $10-$20.
Yeah. Well, it's here's another one. It's in. I'll bring the PlayStation back up. So the PSX1 is a emulator on the computer. Now, me and the PSX1 have butted heads several times because that program is so fucking hard to get working correctly. You got to have every fucking set, and every game's different. And I remember talking to you about this, about Mega Man Legends and Legends 2. It did not want to run those two fucking games correctly. I could run game correctly, but it won't run the other one correctly. And I changed things around. I can get it to run somewhat correctly on that one, and then it runs like dog shit on the other one. And I had so many fucking issues with that. And it's like, a lot of people ask me, it's like, well, why is there so many issues? Like, because the program comes in complete. Well, that sounds like it's a developer. No, it comes in complete for a reason. You've got to actually input the BIOS of, and that was, at the end of the day, that's what it was. It was the BIOS I was using, because I was using that BIOS I pulled from one of my own PlayStations, and I ended up going online to a site that keeps and collects ROMs, because you have people like me and other people like 8-Bit Guy, Adrian's Digital Basement, Knowles, Retro Lab, and some other people out there.
I have a good ROM collection, and I know Nemo has his own version of ROM collections, because again, we all have our own genres that we like to go back to. But not enough funds to get those cartridges anymore, because God, they're expensive.
Yeah, well, and that's it. And what I'm talking about is ROMs. I'm talking about the actual BIOSes from the PlayStation. So, well, that's impossible. It's sucking. No, it's not impossible. It's actually really easy. It's like, I even have the fucking stuff to go and clip onto the fucking chip, hook up to the computer, and actually pull the BIOS off the chip. I even have the shit that if I had a blank chip, I could program a new BIOS into it. It's not that hard. The problem was just the BIOS I was using from my own personal PlayStation. They didn't work too well with the PSX1. So I had to get it. It's like, well, why is it not complete? It's like, because it's kind of illegal. It's illegal for the person to sell it, or even just give it away. It's illegal for him to give it away walking. And that's the walkaround is, unfortunately, you get the program, but you have to implement the program to be able to run it.
Yep.
And it's a pain in the ass. It really is. But you know what? Once it works, fuck. Some of the best gameplay on fucking PlayStation games that you could ever have.
Well, I also look at a lot of the new modders and new video game creators that are taking some of the modern games and putting them on older systems. For example, the Bloodborne, everybody's most personal, soul-based game, is now available on the PSX. I think it's impressive.
Well, it's not only that. It's like, well, fuck. You can play Doom on a TI-84 calculator.
Yeah.
It's slow as fuck, but you know what? It's playable.
It's playable. No. I really like the take on the, what is it, remake? I think some of them calling it demakes now. It's devolving the actual idea and making further, kind of bringing it back to the original platforms that most of us would have played it on, or at least showcasing it for the next.
I can't remember. I think it was Mega Man 11. Somebody, they is like a lot of people say, oh, they ported it to Nintendo. No, they didn't port it to Nintendo. They completely made the game from the ground. You can't port it. You can't port a fucking 3D game to an 8-bit game. You can't do that. It's like, no, they completely just remade the game in the style of Nintendo. And I'll tell you what, it's a fun game. Even in 8-bit form, it's a fun game to play.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, there's a lot of good games on the independent market out there, and that's why I say going forward, the current industries, the big ones, as they are, just let them die. The younger industries will take over their spots, and we will have better games.
Yeah, well, and that's my whole take with the whole like Dungeons and Dragons and the games coming out nowadays. Oh, they're killing the market. Oh, they're killing the market. Oh, they're killing the movie industry. Oh, they're killing gaming industry. It's like, let them. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but I find much enjoyment in just plugging in Nintendo and playing the old 8-bit games. I like plugging in my N64 and playing some of the old solid 3D games. Same thing with PlayStation. Movies, fuck. I enjoy sitting down rewatching Quigley Down Under and some of those other movies. Like fuck, I
still try to remind people that hey, if you want to go back to your childhood or want to be able to watch some of the older shows, get the physical out there. The reason of why you have all these different remakes and reinventions of the same idea out there is because of the factor that the current studios can't make money off of the old material. They need to make money on the new material. That's the only thing that's keeping them alive. So if you want to stick it to them, don't worry about the nostalgia bait that's happening in Star Wars, whatever it is, or whatever other movies that exist for the future, the upcoming soon, present. Go back in time and look for those materials. I mean, you can go to any pawn shop nowadays and get all the Blu-rays and DVDs from yesteryears for a song and dance before there's a new market that's going to be opening up for it. And that's what I've been doing. I've been collecting old material and putting it off to the side.
Well, and that's one of the things I've done too. Is I went on like Paradise ROM. So no, it wasn't Paradise ROM. Well, maybe it was. I can't remember the name of it. But I downloaded all the ROMs and SIDs for all the old style Nintendo games.
Good.
It's like, well, what are you gonna do with that? It's like, well, for one, you can get emulators that's on the computer that utilizes those ROMs and SIDs to play those games. Another thing too is those are the actual rips from the actual the ROM. I'm calling it ROM. It's ROM, and I can't remember what the second one is, but you can get EPROMs, and it's real easy to get erasable EPROMs. Where whatever's on it, you can erase it and then reprogram it, and it's easy enough to get online. You can buy a PCB cartridge, or you can get the layout for it and make it yourself. Or if you're good at breadboards and shit like that, you don't even need that. You just need to be able to wire up and solder. But you can put all those onto actual chips and then play them on the actual console.
Well, the ROMs and the ISOs have been always ongoing. They've been gathering up ever since we've been changing the market from going from cartridge to disc, from disc to internet, and have this all being downloaded. So we have to have a good collection of classic games that are never going to be reproduced. And because there's only a small amount of them out in the wild, they're going to be expensive as fuck. So, yeah, it's the same thing for the movie industry. There's only a small selection that still exists there. Reel to reel, to VHS, from VHS to Laserdisc, from Laserdisc to Blu-ray, DVD Blu-ray. And it's up to you to get that material as quickly as possible, because they're not going to make any more of it. They're trying to get away from the Blu-ray. You can tell that.
Mapper. The ROM and the mapper. That's
Mapper,
what it was.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you want to hold a degree of nostalgia, proper nostalgia, not whatever nostalgia bait that they want to financially exist off of, go back to the old stuff, gather the old stuff, and enjoy the old stuff, because anything on a hard drive, you have one good, I don't know, solar flare or one good blackout, you're gonna lose all that data.
Oh yeah, and that's the exact same thing with like D&D. It's like, oh my god, they're changing D&D. Oh my god, that Rogue. Hey, I still have all the 3.5 books, and that's all I play with is 3.5.
They
ain't changing the fucking books I own.
I bet you Draconith had the original, Pathfinder that kicking around somewhere in his house.
Well, probably, but I also
Pathfinder?
Yes, Pathfinder.
Let's see. I got that book. I've got all the 3.5 books like on my hard drive.
Do you have the one 3.5? I don't have it. A friend of mine has it, but do you have the one fucking 3.5 book that got yeeted off the shelves like not even 2 or 3 months after it got released?
What was it called?
Oh fuck. It
was it D&D or was it Pathfinder?
It was D&D.
Oh no, I've got all the 3.5 D&D books. So tell me the name of the book, and I'll tell you.
Let's see here. Let me look at the editions. See exactly what was the question here.
Book of Erotic Fantasies.
Hey, what?
Yeah. It's called the Book of Erotic Fantasies, and basically was like a yeah, it's exactly how it sounds, and that fucking
look. I'm looking because to be honest, the person who handed me all these books Oh, fuck. That's the name of it?
Book of Erotic Fantasies.
I don't see it. Kind of surprised. The bastard who gave me all my digital books kind of had a habit for, how to put it.
He had his own different fantasies.
Yeah. Him and I at one point got bored in an actual game of World of Darkness, and we happened to have spent a fair amount of time just taking one flash drive and passing porn between each other until someone caught us.
Cool. All I can say, the cover of the book has a demon-like redhead, with the a red.
I don't think I have it because I've got. Let's see, class. I've got the Complete Adventure, Arcane, Divine, Psionic, Warrior, of Faith, Masters of the Wild, Song and Silence, Sword and Fist, Tome and Blood.
I believe it came out in the 2006.
Monster Manuals 1 through 4.
2003.
2003.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it because
it got released. It was one of those niche ass books that had a lot of fantasy role playing things in it. A lot of people were up in arms about it, and it got removed because
give me some time. I'll ask my buddy, see if he knows of the book, and I'll tell you in about a week or two if I actually
will not have it.
Yeah.
There you go. I sent you a wiki on it.
Wesley, we were talking about you and your little Pathfinder books that you finally got your nerdism going on.
Look,
you're still a weeb. You cannot get beyond that weebishism. You're stuck with that weeb card. No matter how much nerdism that you try to throw on top of that weebishes, you're still a weeb.
Yeah. Let me send my friend the link for this. And ask if he has it.
The worst thing is for you, sir, you're a black weeb. So you've just killed all credibility. So you're going to have to send in your black card as well. My God. You don't get access to the nigger card. Sorry, sir.
Damn. He went.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on.
I asked. I linked him and told him about it. Asked if he had it, and we will find out. Because if he has it, he'll send me a copy. At which point, I could probably send.
Black weeb.
Look, your little his weeb card should almost get revoked as well.
Oh well, I mean he's got the pillows and shit. I mean he's literally a lady killer. I mean he is definitely like
wrong person I was thinking of. No, yeah, he surely should. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Biden took my black card. No, well maybe he did. I mean if you didn't vote for him, you ain't black. So yeah, that is true. He did revoke that.
Well, if I can remember why I put all my D&D PDFs, I could possibly just send it to you myself.
I just have a lot of my Rift PDFs and Vampire the Masquerade. I really kind of yeeted myself out of the D&D circuit the moment I found something a little bit more complicated and interesting.
A little bit more complicated and interesting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Rift is pretty. Rift itself has a little degree of complications when it comes to its dice roll.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. There's a few systems that are just kind of what the fuck.
Yeah.
There's no denying that shit.
Oh. Realistically, Rift is a really good game. And it kind of hits a different area of market per se. It keeps it with. Yeah, it is. Whereas D&D always kind of stuck itself in more of the fantasy market of mazes and monsters and dragons. So as you're looking at medieval time frames, no one's really gotten past a certain time frame. They've always kind of stuck in the myth and lore. I know they've tried to modernize it so that it would catch up to the other gaming systems. but it doesn't have the same niche as others out there. Just saying. Hell, even the what is it? Star Trek has its own version. Not Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek and Star Wars has their own version of Dungeons and Dragons like.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I've got one of those books too. One of the old school books, the holodeck book.
Oh.
It's meant to
That's
be an expansion upon the core.
Neat. And I have the Robotech one. Something that Sparky would be, all
We
in
should-
for.
We should, that should be a thing. We should like sit down and just play a game of Robotech.
I don't know if I can afford that anymore. My brain on that one was I mean, it is doable. I mean, I don't like I don't have the
You DMing and me and Sparky.
okay, I guess I could dust off my DM abilities. It's been a while. It's been a
I
while.
gotta have time to fucking be able to do that.
This
We can do it while editing's going on.
Well, that is a possibility, but he is really focused on work and editing and
Oh, I know.
taking care of the misses and
Don't you have a little one now?
Then he has
No,
a
thank
really
fucking
big.
God.
Then he has then he has a really big one that roams around the house looking for pizza.
Yeah,
Sweet dear God, Sparky.
What?
So I got a reply back just now.
Uh-huh.
The reply was yes, I do. 1 minute. 1 minute.
God. So
1 minute and you'll be the proud owner of that book.
Of a copy of that book, yes.
I won't be the only one, Sparks.
I've got it too.
I could send you a backup copy.
I'm in the middle of trying to download all the books I've got into my Google Drive. I'm gonna give you access to it.
Ooh.
Well, I've got all the books. I've got access to it.
Oh no, because this one has what?
God. His reply to me, after I asked, "Can I get a file?" is how I ended up with a halfling hiding in an adult dwarf in his pants.
Could you send me a copy of that file? Because I feel like that's a very interesting read, and I could probably have fun with that with a certain AI storyteller.
Oh God! I can't break that thing back out.
He said I should have it.
You should have it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, if you find it in amongst your files, let me know.
Let's see. Let's see what it's called. What book of
erotic stories?
All right. Let's see. Bastard.
Just type in erotic.
Book.
You just go into your files for find, and I think it's a Control F, and type in either book or erotic, and it should come up.
Yeah, it's not popping up.
Interesting. Well, let them know that
it's not allowing me to send. I don't get it. It's not allowing me to send the file because the message I get is this is no longer located in this place, verified item's location, and try again. And it's like, okay, I got it saved on a different location.
Forgotten Realms.
Huh?
Nope.
He's looking for other things.
I'm looking for that book. He says I have it, so now I need to find it. Where the fuck is it? Because Nymph. Oh. Ah! I found it! I think I found one of the books.
He thinks he's found it.
Nymphology, Blue Magic.
No, that's another one.
That's another one. It would have been roughly around the 2000s. I know that. So
fucking cover, the black cover that has a big ass fucking warning label slapped on it. It's the black label. It's similar to the erotic book, but the difference is remove the lady It's a black background with a nymphology, blue magic, slapped on top of that. Suggested for mature readers only. This humorous encyclopedia arcana book has content of sexual nature, and if you are easily offended by such material, we recommend that you walk away now and go buy something else.
And you didn't know this book existed?
No. Look.
You just told Dragon something really good.
Oh God! You know what? I'm about to make DM a D&D game. Fucking hate the fuck out of me.
Well, I mean, there you go. I mean, it is part of the third edition or 3.5 edition, and that
Player's
it does.
Handbook errata. Errata? What the fuck's errata?
That probably that could be it.
No. Psionics. Planescape. Oriental Adventures. Huh. Neat.
Very racial of you.
I actually went through Oriental Adventures and fuck, I can't remember what the race was I was playing. It was what was it? It was a half fox character I was playing.
I see.
I can't remember what the name of it was now.
Yeah, I don't see it in here. I think if it is in here, I think the name got changed.
Most likely.
To hide it, because it's aberrations. Nope, not it. To Demigods, Draconic, Dragon Magic, Dungeons and Dragons, Netbook of Magical Treasures, New Magical Items, Complete Adventure, Combat Reference Sheet, Book of Vile Darkness. Neat. Found a book that might be for Rogue's department.
Give me access to it, and I will let you know. Either way, I'm going to have to wrap this one up on my end. I want to go get something to eat.
All right.
Touché,
When
touché.
you gonna get those? No rush.
What other ones are we looking for? Because I've completed the list of the back ones. I still have the go through your list to double check to make sure everything is already caught up to date.
Basically, just recheck all of Valor Evergarden and Saga Tony the Evil 7.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah,
and then continue
everything
from that.
Yeah, everything that's in the edit file right now that's still there. Those are the ones that have issues.
Okay, cool. Because
So,
like I said,
Evergarden 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 7 Tanya.
Okay, because like I said before, I broke sounds like pen. No, far from it. No. Just because it's 5:30 my time on the PM, I would like to have something to eat there, Wesley. I mean, seriously. I mean, the last meal I had was say about 4 hours ago. If I look at that, give or take. I mean, seriously, Wesley. It's not like it's not like I'm going out of my way and said I need to eat everything now before I start streaming, or just as the stream is starting. Oh, I've got to go get some coffee. I'll be right back. You know, we haven't done that. No. I'm just kind of trying to get it to wrap up.
Good luck with that, Rogue.
I know.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, how about we do this?
Do what?
Anyway, you want to kind of tell us?
No, I'm gonna end it right there.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, no, I still have the back catalog from 6, 7, 8, Clockwork, Plastic Memory, 7, 8. Then I've got Sonya's 7 at the moment. I have to redo 8. And I've got Violent from 6, 7. Well, from 7 to from 6 till 10. So I'll have to look at that one since you're saying there's an issue. Then again, I can pull them down and just put them up one at a time. That might be a plan.
Yeah. All right. So the book of erotic fantasies on my end is labeled in a file called Artifacts Book Series, and there's 3 of them. Book of erotic fantasies, Book of exalted deeds, and Book of wild darkness.
Fair Miss Pen eats during the yes, she does. She will. You'll hear her play clatter all over the place.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
Yeah, you know, we could. I don't think we could get Paypen to play 3.5.
You might be able to because you're paying her, and any Jews that
Look,
hears
Rogue,
any Jew that hears the jingling of a coin
you
purse, they'll be there.
jingled money for a mug.
Yeah, I know, but that was for a mug.
Uh-huh.
And she did finish the materials. She has the picture ready to go. It's just the actual product itself, the physical product, is where she's having issues with.
You know, all I hear is excuses about that.
No. That's she's having issues with the physical product. Now, as for streaming, on the other hand, that doesn't require her to do a lot. Just jingle a little bit of money, and she'll show up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We played rock paper scissors on if she's going to show up for Saturday.
That's kind of questionable. We were lucky that she showed up. I know. It was questionable that she showed up yesterday.
Yep.
All right, there we go.
Dude, I was surprised. She was like, I want to play Phasma with you guys.
Nice. I know. It was like, wait, what?
Unfortunately, it would not upload through my .drive. I had to go to actual GoogleDrives.com to upload it.
Yeah, there's certain length or sizes of files that it won't be able to kind of work around. That's why I kind of go to the host itself.
Yeah, the size of this is it's right there.
Pretty big.
6.4 gigabytes.
Oh, okay. I'll have space for my hard drive. I got lots of room for it. So there you
go. It's all the books that I have been given. Everything from 3.5. I think there's some fourth. Yeah, there's some fourth edition in there. There's some monster manuals. I think there's Pathfinder.
Nice.
Adventures, Aldrich, Artifacts book, character sheets, completed series D20 Modern, Emblem, environmental guides, essential rule books, Forgotten Realms, Monster Manuals 2, Oriental Adventures, Race Series, Slayer's Guide, Swords and Sorcery, and Tome Series.
No, all I heard was there's an erotica book in there that I'm going to download. Okay, good to know. Anyways, that is something I'll be looking forward to, and something that should be coming up on, I don't know, maybe one day, once I restructure it a bit, it might show up on an Amazon Prime to be sold for like dollars to donuts. Because, I might be that type of guy.
I don't care. I got it from someone else, so.
Me too.
No, I meant the material, taking the idea and then having it restructured to be put up as an original work by me.
Okay.
Crafty motherfucker.
Well, it's not like he's got to try to plagiarize or anything like that.
Why would I do something like that? I mean, really, who would do that? That's just wrong. I try to make a profit that it's only my work. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's just so wrong.
I could say a few names.
Well, I mean, I can say some really popular names, like a certain, Martin out there, and so on and so forth. But who needs to go down that road? But again, still fun and interesting. As per usual, always fun to chit chat with you, Sparky. I will go away and mute myself so I can get some food, and I will chat with you guys later.
Later.
Later. I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end out the stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching us. React to the meltdown of Killstream, and then stick around and listen to us geek out, nerd out a little bit about different things. It's always fun. Drago, thank you for jumping in.
Yeah, no problem.
Vlad, thank you for jumping on, and same with you, Ben C. It's always a pleasure to laugh at someone else's misfortunes, especially when they cause those misfortunes to themselves. Take care, everyone.